Max here.
A wood, if I could, scroll saw, portrait, design, and woodworking, and everything else in between, whatever have you. There you go. Wood, if I could. Doing cutting today. Catch us if you want. We are doing. Gonna finish up my dream catcher. Gonna finish up my dream catcher and do some gluing up on my grandkids' initial name signs. And with us in the panel right now, we got Herb.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Herb.
Sorry about the background music.
And also we got Jameson, Engine Monkey.
Howdy, y'all.
And over in the chats with us, we got Mac Pierce, John Nave, Kevin Weeb. Hey, everybody, how's it going over there? Trying to sound so thrilled. Yeah, trying to sound so thrilled, Jameson. Hey, how's it
what
going?
did you do?
I didn't do nothing. That's the problem.
So, like I said, I'm going to finish up cutting my dream catcher. Finish that up and glue up some of my grandkids' names. I know I'll be on tomorrow as well, doing finishing up my growth charts over there. I got to finish those up and get them sent out. And I'll be working on the Military Mines plaque as well. And also, I'll be doing the bear. I got to work on the bear, finish the bear up. So we'll see how that's all going. Lawrence, can I get a link? Hello, Lawrence, can you get a link? Do you want a link?
Some hot links.
Party links.
Sausage
Howdy,
links.
Blair. Conrad.
Hello, Blair. Hello, Conrad and Michelle.
Conrad, how's it going, buddy? What's the weather like up there? Because I know it starts snowing here at about 4:30. Conrad is my brother from another mother. Lives 2.5 hours north of me. He's the one that was doing the music for my videos. Herb, do you remember when I was doing my videos, but like of just my projects and stuff, and that music in the background? He's the one that did the music for those. They're all his custom songs. Yeah, all his custom lyrics and songs and stuff. Conrad, are you coming down for a visit or what, man? If you're sitting on the side of the road Monday morning, I'm heading up to Manning and High Level.
Hello, Shay.
Howdy, Shay.
Hey, Shay. Hey, Blair. And -0. Yeah, like I said, it starts snowing here. There's probably a good inch of snow in my truck right now. Not happy. Not happy. Stupid snow. I clean my shop out. I was telling Herb and Jameson about it. I said, yeah, clean my shop out today. All the mess I had under my table, my organized scraps that I used for other stuff was on the floor, and she threw them outside, and now it snowed, and it's all wet now. Like, oh.
Tell her no more Christmas
now
ornaments.
I gotta make another. Now I gotta exactly because that's what I was gonna use it for was Christmas ornaments. Now you gotta go out and grab it and bring it in, let it all dry out again. I gotta go up and do UFA at Manning and Lacrete. Actually, I gotta go to Lacrete too. And we got Larry. Come on in, Larry. There you are. Nope.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Larry,
Hello,
are you
Larry.
there? Are you there,
Hello.
Larry? Larry.
How's everybody tonight?
Good. You got no video today? No video?
Sounds like I'm going to have the same problem I had with Charles.
Oh, were you on with Charles too?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I came out to the shop. I came out to the shop and
hello.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah, I'm
Wow,
here.
so he's having audio problems then too, eh? So yeah, I came out to the shop to go on a show and didn't and then all of a sudden Charles was all like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." Like, okay. Because he was having video and audio issues too.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. I don't know, it just seems to be whatever.
Is it working now?
The old thing. Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
It's showing my mic and everything's working.
Yeah, like I said, we can hear you. So. Like
yeah,
said,
the other night when I tried to get on with him, I think our internet's just overloaded.
Yeah, but Larry, you're also in the middle of nowhere too, though. So
y'all are froze on me.
Oh, it's got to be on his end.
I guess I'm gonna have to call my computer guy, see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're having problems with Larry, but I know Shannon was going to come in the room.
Hello, John Bradley.
Hello, John Bradley.
Hey, Mr. Bradley. Johnny B. It's funny. He messaged me the other day. He goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I go, "Oh, Johnny B, how's it going?" See, I'm Johnny C. He's Johnny B. Johnny N. Oh yeah, Johnny N. There you go, Johnny N.
There was a Johnny S on the other one.
Yeah, Johnny S. Dude, John S. These are 4 or 5 more too.
Too many Johns to remember.
Yeah, Johns and Steves. So you guys got any questions? Any questions? Because I know Shay asked me a question earlier too. I said I would show her something. Herb, you got a question? What's up?
Yeah. Scroll on.
Oh. It's not a question.
My question is, are you going to scroll on?
Yeah, I'll scroll on. Let me cover something for you guys first, though. So, Shay told me last night she was having a problem with stretch and seal. So let me grab something and I'll come right back. Like, give me like 2 seconds. I got to go to the other side of my shop here.
Hello,
hey, Charles.
Hello, Steve Combs.
Charles, we hope you're doing better. Hey, Steve. Combs. Shay said, wait a second.
What?
She's on Twitch. I'm sorry, I forgot that part.
What's Charles doing out there?
He was having a panic attack.
Yeah, I know. He says he's in bed now.
So I guess he's watching us from the phone.
He's all cuddled up in a little blankie.
Steve says, hope you feel better, Chuck.
It's pretty nice that Charles thinks that I'm going to calm him down a bit, eh?
I'll give you something to calm you that nerves down.
All right, Shay, let me know when you're ready.
Oh my God, they dip snuff here.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Look at that.
Oh, the
Crowd's-
chair force has
it's getting full.
arrived.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Billy?
How you doing, Billy?
I'm just fine as frogs here.
Oh, that's mighty fine.
Been recuperating today, watching some college football.
Get a little belly full yesterday.
Oh yeah, man, it was crazy. Cooked. I smoked 2 turkeys, fried a turkey, and we had a big pan full of chicken. A turkey fricassee, and all the smoked turkey got eaten. We had a little bit of fried turkey left, and a little bit of fricassee left that we polished off today.
Sweet.
I bet
Wow.
there's a
Not to
whole
mention-
lot of lacing around today.
Oh yeah, not to mention pumpkin pie and pecan pie and blueberry pie, and all that good fattening stuff.
Hey, Max says he heard you had a tornado. Or sorry, John Bradley says he heard you had a tornado the other day.
Yeah, that happened in Arlington. That's about 20 miles away from us.
Oh. Hey, Shay.
Yeah,
Is your
the
mic
wind
working?
come blowing through here real hard, and then rained for about 5 minutes, and it was gone.
Charles
Rush
says
Meadows
that-
in the
Yeah,
house.
Russ Meadows over on YouTube.
Put that other plate. My hands are messy.
Howdy, Russ. Charles says that he just needed a distraction. So that's all you are tonight is a distraction, John.
Yeah, but look,
Hey,
Shady's in the
Russ.
house.
Yeah, if we can get her
Shades
to
in the
say
house.
anything.
I know, she's a quiet
Hi,
girl.
Shay.
Ah, there she's unmuted.
I'm here. Here.
We hear
Hi,
you
here.
now.
Hello.
There
How
she
we doing this
is.
evening?
Well,
Hi,
it's
Shay.
lovely to meet you, Shaylee.
Sorry, I
What?
wanted to be able to
Shay,
ask
do you
you
know-
questions when you do this because I was a hot mess yesterday. I could not figure it out, so I wanted to be able to ask you why you do it.
So your question you wanted to ask me was about my Preston seal, right?
Yes.
Okay. For Shay's viewing pleasure and everybody else's enjoyment, this is my secret. So I'm gonna have to put my video on. So you can all see me because I'm the center of attention anyway.
Oh, God.
There you go.
You may be, but you ain't as easy on the eyes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
He's a legend in his
Just
own
like
mind.
camera here. Okay. So, Shay, anybody else that wants to know? So, even my my picture Preston seal on it too. Okay, just so you know. So, what I do? Take your board, sand it down. I usually just I got 180 on my orbital sander, my random orbital sander, and I'll sand my wood down. This one's not sanded down, so it's not gonna stick as good. But and then I usually take a tack cloth to it after I finish sanding it. So I'll sand it, blow it off with my air hose, and I'll take a tack cloth to it. Now, if you don't know what a tack cloth is, basically it's cheesecloth with some kind of, it's like a gum that's attached to it, and you basically just wipe your wood with it, and it gets all the dust off out of the grooves and stuff.
You can
you
make
take the
your
Preston
own by
seal-
soaking the cheesecloth in mineral spirits.
Yep.
Oh,
Or you can
mineral
get one of those
spirits?
pet
Okay.
rollers.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, or the lint brush too, right? That rolling lint brush.
Yeah.
Okay, then you make sure you get pressed in seal. Now you take it and pull it out. Try and keep it loose off your project. Try not to let it stick to itself if you can avoid it. Lay it
Yeah,
on your
that's
wood.
what my problem was. I was a hot mess. I had it like wrinkling and
Well, the thing is, if it gets wrinkly, you just pull it tight, and it comes undone. It just comes undone again, right? Now, there's a couple ways. There's a couple ways you can do this. Just lay it loose on your wood, and then just use your finger and press it on. You don't. If you want, you can pull it tight in the corners, and it doesn't matter whether you have wrinkles in it or not, because your pattern is what's going to matter in the end anyway. But you want to get all the air out. You want to make sure it's sticking to the. Now it doesn't matter if you have. Like, I got wrinkles in it right here, or right there. I got wrinkles in it, but it doesn't matter. Now, if you can, go down to the craft store and get a vinyl squeegee. It's just a plastic squeegee. It comes in like a different. It comes in different hardnesses though. Well, yeah, right. So grab a vinyl squeegee. Right, they all come in different hardnesses and different like the red one's a little harder. Gold and silver are the softer ones. You can get them with felt that comes on them as well.
why do you have so many of those?
Because I
Back of the
do
credit-
signs, so I do graphic all the time.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And
Okay.
when you order every time you order a box of vinyl, it comes with a squeegee.
It's true.
Or you can always do the
So-
poor man's way. Use the back of a credit card.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can use a credit card too. So
I guess
or
I have to go
just,
steal my
if you
wife's
want-
squeegees.
Yeah. If you want, I usually just pull it tight and just put it down with my fingers on the one end and use my squeegee and just squeegee it on. And that's all you got to do. Just
Okay,
do
that's
that.
what I
Just
did.
cut your access. And the thing is, if your piece is bigger than your stretch and seal, just add another piece of stretch and seal on the end of it and overlap it. And the thing is that you're gonna have a curled edge on there. You're gonna have a curled edge on it. Just cut that off, and then it lays flat, right? Then, when you're done that, use your spray adhesive. Spray that down. Let it sit for a couple seconds, and while that's drying, like maybe 6 seconds, as you back your pattern, then just line it up and stick it on. And when you're done cutting it, like this, when you're done cutting it, you can peel it off, right? And if you still got more cutting to do, just lay it back on. Like if you forgot an area in the middle somewhere, just lay it back on. It'll stick back down.
That's awesome.
Does that work for everybody? Now I know it does not work for everybody, but you can always use blue painter's tape. You can use packing tape. You can use green tape or whatever have you.
I wonder how well that would work for freehand router carving.
I'm not sure. So, Shay,
Johnny,
Midnight Squirrel Hair, are you
Yes.
doing a live tomorrow?
I am thinking about it. I have to finish this first, and then I have another portrait that I'm gonna do, and I might go live for that one.
well, be sure and post a link.
Well, you gotta show us your portrait that you're working on right now.
I don't know if that where my camera is.
There it is. Nice.
Look at that.
That looks
Wow.
awesome.
That is great, Shaylee.
Thank you.
And
That
you're
is
using
very, very good.
you're using spirals and flats for that, right?
Yeah, I use both. I'm trying to find my here. Maybe that will help. So I went through and cleaned up a little bit with the flat, but I'm using mainly spirals and just cleaning up with a flat blade just to give sharper edges on some of it.
Cool.
But I want to get it done tonight so then I can do my other one. So yes, I will go live if I can get this done tonight. So what time is it?
If you get it done tonight,
Yeah,
why don't you
it's
do
8
it?
o'clock.
What? Yeah.
7:51.
I'll get this done tonight. I probably have 2 hours left.
No, you got more time than that.
No, because I did all this in here in an hour, and this is taking me down here to get all this. This is and the white's done too. All this right here, that took me an hour. So I got like an hour. I got 2 hours. I got like 2 hours.
Charles says, all day.
That ain't bad for 2 hours. It'd take Charles a lot longer than that. Love you, Charles.
But I'm gonna get off so I can finish it. Otherwise, I'm not going live tomorrow. But I'm gonna watch you.
You're gonna watch me.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch your live. I'm just gonna go scroll them.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Blair.
Bye.
Bye, Shaylee. Nice to meet you.
Bye, Shaylee.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Nice to meet you, kiddo.
Oh, look, there's a person behind you.
I think a Brooklyn snuck in.
Yeah. That's Monkey Jr.
Monkey Jr.
or Poop Shoot Jr., whichever one.
Monkey Jr.
So I know John A was asking why I was doing that, and I know somebody answered him, but I know somebody also answered your question as well, Billy. They said,
Yeah,
yes,
I sent
can
it
use
to you in a
for-
private chat.
So apparently you can use it for roto work too. But I know a lot of people are actually using shelf liner paper as well
You have to do it over there
on their wood.
Yeah, I've just been using blue painter's tape and then spraying it with adhesive and putting my patterns down on it. But
Yeah.
that's a lot of strips of tape, and that if that cling wrap or stretch and seal would work better. I mean, it'd be quicker.
Well, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, like, okay, not sponsored. It's quicker. It's less expensive.
Actually, it's
It lasts longer because I know, like I keep showing people these because I started these last year, like last December, and the press and seal is still on these, and like I can still it is still adhere to the wood, and I put that on a year ago.
Cool.
And it still re-sticks back down, so I know it lasts long, and I haven't had a problem with it at all.
I was going to say, Billy, at least with the scroll saw side, I use the tape and the adhesive and then put packing tape over top of it. And a lot of times, especially if the project sits around for a while, that adhesive peels off the paper. And then when I go to cut it, I'm sitting there with Scotch tape trying to keep all the little pieces still adhered. So maybe the clean wrap,
exactly.
the press and seal would help.
Yeah, make sure you get.
Hey, that's
press and
good,
seal.
Blair.
Not correct though.
She make them monkey noises behind you.
Yeah. Did
Anything
you
like
see that,
this?
Billy?
Yeah. So I guess my videos helped you, Blair. I hope they did anyway.
So, is there any other questions before I get started cutting? Oh, 25 minutes into my show. That's pretty
Yeah, what are you
good.
waiting
It's better
on?
than 88 minutes, though, eh, Herb? It's better than 88 minutes, though, eh, Herb?
Yeah.
Yep.
What? No way.
What are you having technical difficulties too?
My $30 light bulb just blew out on me.
Oh man.
Cool, Leonard. Thanks. That helps.
Get out the
Leonard said
ladder.
he uses peeling stick on a 12-inch wide by 14-inch foot sign and a hand router, and it worked good.
Hey John, I guess you're gonna need to get one of those
Let's see if I can grab
$20
another
sewing
bulb.
machine magnetic LED lights.
Well,
I
God's
got- I got
spoken.
another-
I
I got a
can't
light
make no
bulb
more. God's spoken. I can't make no more funny noises.
here. Just give me 1 sec. Let's see if I can put a light bulb here.
John, I believe it's Midnight Scroll Her, SCROLLHER.
Yeah.
And I think Steve was faster on the typing it than I was saying it.
Yeah, right.
No, Charles, we heard the monkey too.
John Bradley. You can find Shay over on Midnight Scroll Her on Facebook, on her Facebook group. I believe she has a YouTube. Shay, do you have a YouTube page as well? I believe you do. I think I'm pretty sure it's called Midnight Scroll Her there as well. Let me just find it and I'll tell you if it is. Yeah, over on YouTube, it's called Midnight Scroll Her. So going over to her page.
Yes, it is. And I subscribed already, by the way.
Yep. So she'll be doing her live tomorrow, as long as she gets done tonight, which I'm pretty sure she will. No, Charles, we all heard a monkey sitting behind. It's sitting on Jamie's back.
Always got it.
So I guess I can start scrolling then, eh?
Deep breath, Charles. Deep breath. Hey, Shay.
There she is. There she is over on her YouTube page.
Several of us have subbed to your channel, by the way, in case you didn't know it.
Oh, while you're at it, go sub to Wood If I Could. And get all your friends to sub on it too.
Do I have to?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so
I will.
Herb, when what I thought you were gonna start getting your thing ready for do lives.
It'll be after the first of the year.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's Tuesday.
What month you in?
November.
Well,
Yeah, the
like
first of the
January.
year starts in January.
Oh, the
We
first
still got to
of
go
the year.
through Christmas. Yeah, first of the year, not
Oh,
first
I
of the
thought you
month.
meant I thought you meant fiscal year. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, my fiscal year starts December 1st. So
Okay, thank you, Leonard. He said he sent me a messenger with pics of them.
who's playing music? Okay,
Not me.
so my
I think that
my dream
It ain't me. I'm muted.
It's the TV
so
behind me.
my dream catcher here, which is 18 by 8 or 17 and 3/4 by 17 3/4 ish, rounded. A couple extra notches there for Charles. I don't know. I don't know how many cuts I got left here. Using my Excalibur 21-inch and using a number 2 Eberl Tornado blade. I got these off of Advanced Machinery site. Oh, down in the States. So I think they're in Texas. I think. Oh wait, where? I had my sheet here the other day.
Shay says, thank you. Ha ha, no pressure. Just remember, Shay, we're here to support you and help you any way we can.
Yep.
All right, Charles is taking off. All right, Charles, have a good night. Take care. Hopefully we see you tomorrow.
Good night, Charles.
John Bradley. So we can all talk about nothing or just listen to my scroll saw.
All right. Well, Mac Pierce said after Leonard Davis wanted to know what Shaylee's channel was. Mac Pierce says pressure just like tinfoil. Shay laughing his butt off. Steve Combs says feel
Yeah.
better soon, Chuck.
She
Kevin
doesn't
Weave
like
said, yeah.
tinfoil.
John Bradley said it again that it's Midnight Scroll Her on YouTube.
What an awesome name. Isn't that a cool name? What an awesome channel name.
That is
Yeah,
a cool
she would
channel
have
name.
picked. She would have picked the right one first.
Mac wants to know who's John C. Ha ha.
John sees a scroller with all the answers and give you all the little tips and tricks and stuff you want to learn. Like how to cut square corners with a spiral blade.
Okay, I'll go to my room.
Keep your mouth shut.
I don't make people go to the rooms. You know that. Let's see how long it takes for John to derail his show.
Shay says, John, got clamps.
Yes, I know. Hey, Shay, didn't you see my meme I put on your post with your mug of clamps? Go take a look at it. It's pretty funny. I thought it was funny anyway. Those are
Arnade said,
these ones.
No, John M said off topic, but anybody catch Saturn or Jupiter a few days ago? And my answer is no, I don't have a big enough net.
It's too high for me to jump.
No, we were probably on here watching somebody do something.
Well, I know Carrie was inside and she wanted to see it. Apparently, you could see Mars, Venus, Mercury as well, and Saturn and Jupiter all at the same time. and it was too cloudy. She couldn't see them. So I know Carrie tried to see them.
Max said, "Oh, he's that know-it-all Canadian guy." LOL.
Yeah, Max a comedian.
Otherwise known as Canadian Google.
Oh, did I saw Mimi on here too. Oh, hey Mimi. Sorry, I was busy when I saw you on there because Mimi said that she uses press and seal as well. She says it works for her too. Hey Mimi.
Hey, Mimi. Missed seeing you
Yeah.
earlier.
That's right, John. Stick up for us.
Yeah, I missed her too. Hey, Mimi.
Well, we're all paying attention. I'll be right back.
Okay, Herb.
Okay, since he's not here to say it, I'll be left front.
I don't know what's going
John
on, but I
Naves.
got John
Max
Naves
is
was the
gonna go
last
eat.
one I was looking at, but just as soon as I opened my mouth, everything just kind of went. Everything went quiet.
Mr. Nave, isn't there's a macro lens you can get for your for your phone that'll hook up to telescopes? I know. I saw it one time. I can't remember how much it costs.
Well, speaking of cool stuff for telephones, or at least for the iPhones, a buddy of mine, when we were on storm up in Missouri, he has the I think was it the 11. It's got that night vision and all that on there. And there was a guy, one of the other linemen up on the pole, climbing it, and there was no light whatsoever around. And he took the picture without any flash, and it looked like daylight.
Wow. Technology of phones, eh?
John Bradley wants to know how much snow you had up there.
It died off. But it warmed up this week and died off. But it started snowing just as I got off work today. It's probably about 1.5 inches out there now of new snow.
Night, Leonard.
Night, Leonard.
But I know I got a buddy out in Goose Bay, Labrador, and he said he had 61 centimeters of snow yesterday that fell in one day.
Wow.
He opened his garage door and took a picture. Like, I said, you're so selfish keeping all that to yourself.
Y'all can both keep that stuff up there.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm done with playing
Well,
in the
so-
snow. I did that when I was a kid.
Well, you got to figure 63 centimeters is like 2 feet, right? 2 feet of snow in one day.
When I first moved down to Arkansas in high school, they said, "Oh yeah, it snows a little bit here, but it's usually melted by noon the next day." Yeah, right. The first snow we got was 20 inches in one night.
John Bradley said they haven't had any yet. It's just been raining. And he's in Ontario.
Yeah, it's gonna get cold in January though.
Oh, that's what I'm afraid of down here too. Been so warm already this year. It's going to be bitter cold come January.
Well, I see Russ comment. Is he still in the room? What happened to him?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything in a while.
Shannon Keats is here.
You okay, Russ?
Oh, Shannon Keats is another scroll saw designer. You guys should go check his page out.
He said that they had a big snowstorm last year in Newfoundland.
Yeah, because Shannon Keats, he's another Canadian scroller in Newfoundland. He's Newfoundland or Nova Scotia. Go check out his
He
page.
said last year in Newfoundland.
Yeah, Shannon's Crafts and Woodworking. He's a good scroller. He's got a lot of good work on his page too.
Cool.
What is going on? My
John
blade
Bradley
clamp don't
said
want to stay
that's okay.
tight.
Time to get a Hegner.
Hegner.
I almost bought one before I ever started schooling.
Okay, I'm back. What a miss.
John just bumbling around.
John's blade clamp won't stay tight, so he's about to get ready to buy a new saw.
Okay, I guess I'm caught up then.
I'm not buying it.
Maybe it's your crooked blade.
Well, this is the same blade I curled the other day.
I know, and it was curled when you put that piece of wood down to put the press and seal on.
Yeah, you might have crimped it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, if you got a thing against Hegner's, Seiko then.
I can't afford a Seiko either. But if worse comes to worse, there's nothing wrong with my saw. All I got to do is just add more sandpaper underneath my tension blade here, and it'll work out fine for me. Works out perfecto.
Oh yeah. If it's not working right, just Southern engineer it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's kind of
Max
difficult
said
for a
get a Delta.
Canadian to do, but okay.
Hell, I might even grab some duct tape and just tape it on.
I didn't realize Excalibur was a Chevy. Duct tape and baling wire is all you need.
Yeah, right.
I bet you I can just throw a clamp on there too.
Max said, "Get a Delta, John. Shay and I know."
No.
Does Shay have a Delta?
Yeah, she does.
I got a Delta.
I've been looking at that Delta, Shaylee, the new one. I say new. How do you like it?
I know the last saw I will ever buy is a DeWalt though.
Sorry about that, Kevin. Have a good night. He said he's having
All right,
technical difficulties.
Take it easy, Kevin.
See ya, Kevin.
Oh, I guess it's warming up outside. All the snow just came off my roof.
And I
Well, that's
guess
what that
Mac
big
has
pump
the
was.
Delta as well.
Did you hear it, Jameson?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I was trying to be funny.
Was I working out for
Yeah.
you?
All our
I don't
beef
know.
get me a new saw.
John said, "Why don't you like the DeWalt?" I like my DeWalt.
Okay, I've actually never rolled on a DeWalt. It's just all I hear with everybody that has a DeWalt is like, oh well, my bearings went. Oh, my power switch went. Oh, it won't hold tension. Oh, like my motor went. Oh, this went. And you're always servicing. Everybody's always servicing their DeWalts.
I've heard there's a lot of service required with the DeWalt, but that's just what I've heard. I don't know.
See, whereas with my Excalibur, in the 10 years I've had it, I've never had to grease it. I've never had a retension it. I've opened it up. I've never done anything to it. I may have blown out. I may have blown it out through my front arm here, and that's it. That's all I've ever done to it. I've never done any service work on my Excalibur at all in 10 years I've had it. So just saying.
The only thing I've done with my Delta is every once in a while I have to take the side panel off, blow out the goobers and dust and everything, and maybe put a drop of oil in the joint.
I don't know, Shay. My $65 Craftsman ain't much of a saw.
I got that one too.
She said she had a Ryobi for 5 cuts, so anything's better than that.
Like I had
It's all right, Shay. Or Max said he had a Dremel.
I had a Mastercraft, and I had a Mastercraft Maximum. Then I bought a Delta, and then I bought my Excalibur.
Steve, he said he's got a Sears and Roebuck from the 40s.
Sears and Roebuck. Does it still work, Steve?
Haley says, I don't think I can convince my husband to upgrade again anytime soon.
Well,
keep
Shay,
putting
I'll
out
tell
them
you what,
portraits
once you
like
sell your
that, and
first-
boy, those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you start selling like two or three pieces, you'll be like, what? He'll be like, what? You're making that much on these? Nah. You'll be like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my problem is I do all the small stuff, so I don't make but $25 here and $5 there. But I'll find some time to get into the big boy toys and the big boy patterns.
Yeah, but even my nickel and diming it still adds up though.
Oh yeah.
Like-
yeah.
Like if you sell 10 $5 items, there's $50.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
Yep.
and it only took you what, 20 minutes to do them. So therefore your shop rate is $50 or $150 an hour.
Right.
That
John
math
Bradley
works
said-
out, so.
Yeah. John Bradley said it ain't the equipment, it's the artist in you.
There ain't no artist in me.
Mac Pierce said, Shay, when you get famous on YouTube, he'll buy you that saw. Hello, Randy. Randy says,
Hello, Randy.
DeWalt's coming out of the factory. Oh, DeWalt's coming out of the factory today have very little grease on the bearing, not built like the old days when they moved from Canada to China. Quality went downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, Randy, how's it going today? I seen what was it? It was a warthog you did the other day, wasn't it? That Randy cut.
Hello, Randy.
Oh, he did the warthog with the brrrt down at the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, there's another awesome scroll saw.
Yeah.
that not a lot of people know about.
Yeah. I picked them up
Oh,
on Facebook
Shay,
after watching
you're
some
gonna-
of these.
You're
Shay,
gonna
you're
get
gonna
more than
have
one
more
viewer,
than one
Shay.
viewer.
I was gonna say
You're
probably
gonna have at least 5 to begin with.
Yeah,
You
most of us
decided
are right
what
here.
low cut you're gonna wear?
Yeah, right.
Be nice, John. Be nice.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
No, he's not.
Well, she's not gonna get her portrait done if she keeps talking to us.
Tell you what, Shay, you wear a low cut top, I'll wear a low cut top.
I don't think I want to see that.
Her, yes. Him, hell no.
That's what
yeah.
I was referring to.
Yeah. Billy thought it and her.
I'm sure I even got an old pair of jeans inside and cutting some Daisy Dukes for you guys.
I know I'm getting sick now.
I can
Hey,
scarcely
hey.
wait. Not.
But the thing is, we're just trying to support another fellow scroller, right?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
She's too busy laughing. She can't. It's not getting any cutting done.
Yeah, right.
As fast as she's gotten that done so far, she'll have it finished before you have this one done.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But
The grasshopper
It's just the way-
supersedes.
Don't
Don't call me a butt.
it's Billy Butt. It's just the way I am. Oh, it's Billy Burt.
Yeah, you got to be politically correct or politically incorrect.
You know, this is probably one of the reasons why I hate cutting cars, because of all the straight lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don Nade's back in the house. Where's my phone?
Life is not a race. It doesn't matter how fast you can cut. It's whether you enjoy it or not.
That's
And I
right.
enjoy
Same
cutting.
Same with turning.
No.
Same with digging stumps out of the hole.
Turning's totally different, Billy.
No, it's not about being fast. It's about enjoying the process.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose. But
It's not
yeah,
about the
like, as long as you
destination.
enjoy
It's
doing
about
what
the
you're doing.
view on the way.
If it feels too much like work, like when you're doing production work, like I hate doing production runs, like 5 or 6 of one thing. It just drives me nuts. I hate it. It's not fun anymore. Once it starts feeling like it's work and it's not fun, you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I've done a couple of production runs on pins years ago, and oh my god, it was all right for the first 3 or 4 pins, but holy crap! Talk about monotony.
I think that's why those Baby Yoda ornaments sat there for a year.
That's one thing if you stack cut them, 2 or 3 or 4 of them all at once. But
No.
when you got to go over and over and over again doing singles. Like these mother silhouettes that I'm working on, I'd have them done if I didn't mess up the first one. Didn't have enough bevel in my table.
Well, you can just do those on a CNC too, though.
Yeah, we can do that one on CNC too if we had one.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can. Just alternate the design by making those pocketed. And then you'd have your backer done already.
I do have. I got access to a. How big is it? It's a 5x10. A 5x10 CNC.
Yeah.
I also got access to a laser, but I don't use it though. But I might go down and use the laser to because I picked up these wood veneer stickers at the dollar store for $1.50, and they're bamboo, probably 1/32 of an inch thick. I was basically just gonna get my logos lasered into them and then stick them on my work. But I've never gotten around to doing that.
My wife uses something like that on her Cricut machine, and she'll cut out pictures and stuff like that and put them on there. Use some epoxy over top of them, and makes earrings out of them and necklaces and stuff. Teardrops, circles, whatever shape she can find like that. So I'd say between the two of us, she's got the better setup as far as the tools, because she's got the basic CNC style Cricut machine. 3 of them actually.
Look at that, my bent blade broke.
Drink up, John. Drink up, John.
Twang. The chat got awfully quiet.
Yeah.
John Buckleblade, John Buckleblade. Take a drink, take a drink, take a drink, drink, drink. Take a drink, take a drink, take a drink, drink, drink. Drink, folks.
Steve Combs is at least paying attention.
Of course he is.
He's probably one that sits there and watches NASCAR waiting on the accident.
Well, that's the best part of the race, isn't it?
I was going to say, doesn't everybody?
Right? I've been to a couple NASCAR races in person out in California, and you're right. If there isn't something to kind of slow them down, then they're boring to watch. And I like NASCAR.
John N said he finally got his power supply for his 48-inch vinyl cutter.
Nice.
Randy said, John, gave your site info to a new young lady looking for help scrolling. Newbie. Saw her post on Russ B's site. And John Bradley said, yeah, Jameson, my wife has the Cricut and I do the scroll saw.
Yep. Yeah, my wife come out to me when I had my Craftsman, and she wanted wanted me to teach her how to use the scroll saw to cut some patterns out. I was like, okay. Well, instead of cutting her patterns, I get a scrap piece of wood, put a straight line down the middle of it. I was like, cut that. And she's sitting straight in front of it. And she was all off on one side. She's like, what did I do wrong? I was like, you can't sit straight on the Craftsman. You got to sit off to the side, especially with the stamp blades, the flat blades. Now my DeWalt, or my Delta, I can sit straight on and cut any direction I want to cut. And it's funny, Brooklyn, she got on my DeWalt, dadgummit, she got on my Delta, and I gave her a pattern, one of those test patterns. She cut the straight line the first time.
Cool.
Almost as straight as could be. I'm like, holy moly, you did better than your mom did. Oh, it made her, made Ida so mad. Since then, Ida's been able to figure out how to do it. She's like, just let me have the saw and some material and let me do what I got to do. Like, all right.
I appreciate that, Randy. Not a problem. I don't love helping new people. Shady wouldn't be where she is today if it weren't for me.
More times than not, no matter what the craft is or whatnot, you always need somebody to teach you. It always works better that way.
I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it was Herb actually. That like when we were talking about when we first started scrolling, like 10 years ago, there wasn't a lot of help in the groups, and a lot of people would be like, oh, well, you got to learn it for yourself. Well, we can't tell you how to do that.
Yeah, I wish I
So
could
basically
remember
a
that. Sorry, John.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of things we had to learn on our own.
Right.
A lot of people wouldn't help us or tell us. And now it's like everybody wants to help you.
Well, let's see, how long have I been doing this? About 5 years. 5 years ago, I was up at Branson when my parents lived up there. And my parents were like, hey, I need to take you down to this shop and check out this guy's work. Like, all right. So I went in there, and he had a scroll saw booth, bunch of nice pictures, but he also does classes, does beginner scroll saw classes. And it was like 3 hours. I was like, shoot, I'll do that. So I did that, and I haven't regretted it.
Am I working now?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can't hear him.
I heard him. I heard somebody ask you,
Yeah, I
is
can
it
hear
working
y'all,
now?
but everything on my end is
Larry, are
starting
you
to
on
sound
now?
funny, so I
I
don't know
can't
what's
hear you right
going
now.
on.
I can hear him.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all. Can you hear him, Herb?
Okay.
What?
Can you hear
Can
Larry?
you hear?
Nuh-uh.
I
Yeah.
must be hearing things.
Well,
Can
how is it, Jane?
everybody hear me now?
There you are. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, see, that's what I've been hearing for the last couple minutes.
I haven't heard any of it. I heard something just then, but I'm not sure what it was.
He's
Very,
quiet.
very faint, Larry.
Is it working now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
I can hear you.
We're going to find mirror drums now.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the internet or what. I guess I'm going to have to call the person that works on my computer for me. Hey, Steve, and everybody out in the chat.
You know, Larry, a lot of IT guys do make work projects, right? So that they end up making more money off you. Let's put a Trojan horse in here. It'll last them 48 hours. We'll be back.
This thing's getting aggravating. I'm about ready to take it out and use it for target practice.
John, I don't think I've asked you. Is that a straight blade or a spiral?
Yeah, it's a spiral. I don't own any straight blades. I found a pack of straight. I found a pack of straight blades in my shop, and I gave them away about 3 weeks ago.
I plugged my mic into the back of my computer instead of the front, trying that.
We can hear you.
Better port, maybe.
Max Pierce asked Shelly how her portrait's coming along, and she said, "Good. I keep stopping, but getting there."
She keeps getting distracted.
Yeah. I tried to work the other day in here and watch either you or Charles, and I couldn't do it. Hey, Josh Grover's in the house.
Hey, Josh.
I pulled my leather tools out today and started on 3 pancake sheaths.
Hello, Josh.
Hey, Josh Grover.
Hey, Josh. Yep.
Max Pierce says, "Too much laughing, Shay." Laugh out loud. Maybe asked it as a
Yeah,
question.
exactly.
Jameson must be watching the chat from YouTube because I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Well, I'm on Streamline or StreamYard.
Oh, now I see it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some people get messages way before everybody else.
I know. And that's usually what happens. By the time I see it, somebody's already starting to talk about it.
I had a temporary case of cranial rectimitis.
Wrecked them. Damn near killed them.
That was
Oh,
being
little
PC
Johnny.
for having my head up my ass.
Yeah. We used to tell the pilots to get theirs out of their butthole too.
I worked on F4s when I was active duty. We had a rear seater that kept writing up the same problem on the same aircraft.
Did you
And
eject them?
We'd go out and we'd test the system and test the system and test the system. Finally, my 5 level, I was still in training at the time. I was a 3 level. I was an apprentice. And so my craftsman said, put it in the route up. All system check according to the bit test. Suggest navigator replace short between headsets. The squadron commander didn't think that was very funny.
Right. Yeah, we had a few of those.
Let me try this. Is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. I was just trying to see if that was a little better.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, well, that's good.
I'm getting some kind of a bad echo.
I had to
Billy, I've
plug
heard that.
my mic into the back of my computer.
Billy, did you get your island done for Thanksgiving?
Yes, sir.
My
I did. I
computer's
got
on the
it.
floor.
I got it finished up on Tuesday and brought it. Well, I got it finished up on Tuesday. I brought the top in. I put the last few coats of finish on it Monday night. Brought the island itself into the house Monday evening, and then Tuesday morning carried the top up and put it on and put all the drawers in, and she got it all ready to go for Thanksgiving, and she absolutely loves it.
Oh, that's great. It's good to hear you got it done.
You know what they say? Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah,
Yep.
no shit. Now hopefully I can get back to doing some turning.
What's the next project, Billy? What's the next project you got you working on now?
A shelf to put the toaster oven on.
Oh, that'll be easy though. That's just 3 boards, isn't it?
It needs
Mac
to be a little
Pierce
prettier
says-
than that.
Mac Pierce says it sounds great, Larry. John Grover says, John, I thought you were done with that dream catcher.
No, Josh. I
Oh,
put it
okay.
aside because I had to work. I
He hates
I'm
cutting
hearing that
repetitive
echo.
straight lines.
I'm hearing the
Yeah,
echo
I'm-
somewhere.
I'm getting
yeah, I
one
think it's on
too.
Larry's
Herb.
side.
I was gonna say I don't hear anything. I hear
It may have been
TV
mine.
or people in the background, but I
Yeah.
can't hear no echo.
No, Larry, I think you had an echo on your end.
Yeah, when I unmute, you can hear people in the background here because I got a house full of kids.
Right. And I
No,
get that,
it-
and that's all I've been hearing. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that's what
it-
I'm hearing on my end.
It's not you, Billy. Yeah. So, Josh, I put it aside because I started that bear project last weekend, and I'll finish that project up tomorrow. So tonight I figure I'd be working on this. Hey, Poppy.
Poppy,
Hello,
and
Poppy.
you're
Hello,
right, Josh.
Poppy.
What? I got a never-ending list.
Don't we all? I got plaques I got to finish up, and I still got this bench in here I need to seal again after I had to replace the slats.
You know, I still got no idea what I'm going to make for Carrie. For Christmas.
I don't
I
know.
need some ideas. What am I making for Carrie for Christmas?
I don't know what she like.
Whatever I tell her
Whatever
she
it is,
likes.
I bet she'll be happy.
Yeah, right.
I'll give her a pile of scrap wood. Look what I made for you.
Hey, isn't that what I just took out of your shop last month?
Buy a sheet of two.
I was going to build you a
I was gonna say buy a sheet of 2 mil thick, 14 karat gold, and scroll cutter some earrings.
Oh,
She doesn't wear earrings. She doesn't wear
Okay.
earrings or necklaces.
Or this scroller. Oh, no necklace either.
No, she doesn't wear jewelry. She's a simple girl.
Josh Grover says my honey-do list is never ending. So my way of doing it is don't start the list.
Night, Shannon.
Night, Shannon.
Good night,
Have a
Shannon.
good evening.
That's early. It's early down there, Shannon. What are you doing?
John Bradley asked if have you done
That's good.
anything with those plates you bought, John?
The plates I bought. Oh, these ones.
Well, I guess I'm gonna call it a night too. Everything's starting to freeze up. I guess this internet just too busy around here. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Larry.
John
All right,
Bradley,
Larry, too.
are those the plates you're talking about? Those are the ones I was going to put Sue May's wreath onto. If those are the plates you're talking about, there's the other plates I remember somebody talk that I was mentioning before. Oh.
Shannon Keats says that it is 11:20 p.m. here.
Yeah, 3.5 hours ahead of me.
Yeah. Must be on the East Coast section of the
Newfoundland.
country.
Newfoundland.
Who's going to ask if he was in Greenland?
Yeah, no, you got to add that extra half hour for traveling across the water to Newfoundland. I got dust on them. That's right, Mervin. I got dust on them. Get dust on all my stuff.
I'll be right back.
Oh, that's right. Poppy's Mervin. Hey, Mervin.
Yes.
I'll be all right in a minute.
Yeah. It's odd that you see names blast from the past that you haven't talked to in a while, and you're oh wait, that's Mervin, right? Because you don't recognize anybody's names on their screens, right? That's why I try and keep my same name going across all platforms. I was like, what if I could? Oh, that name rings a bell. Who is that?
Yeah. Randy says if she likes jigsaw puzzles, give her a bag of wood chips. Tell her it's the world's smallest puzzle and see what she makes out of it.
Well, like I was telling the guys, I was telling Herb and Jameson before the chat here that she cleaned it under my desk and took all my wood, all my scrap wood, my reusable wood from under my desk, and I should go in and tell her that I was going to make her a nice cross-cut, end grain, multi blah 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 freaking cutting board, but now I can't now because she stuck it outside and snowed on it, so now it's all wet and destroyed.
Oh, damn. John
So now I
said,
got to
can you
make a new
do
pile of.
Go ahead.
No, not going to make a new pile of scrap wood.
Yeah. John said, can you do a live stream when you do those plates?
Yes. You know what? I'm probably going to double stack them anyway. You know what? No. Well, I'm doing 3 of them, so I'll do a double stack and I'll do a single stack of them. Why? Just because you want to see somebody cut plastic?
As a matter of fact, yes.
You know, I actually went to I went to Goodwill and bought a bunch of albums that are downstairs, and I was going to do a bunch of album clocks. I never got around to those either.
Imagine that. What blade would you use to cut those and what speed?
I would use the exact same blade I always use, which is a spiral. It doesn't matter what size. And I would basically just go to half speed. So it would be like this.
Shaylee said she's going to get some leftovers.
Unless you I know people have cut them with those reverse geometry blades, which do the up down cuts, and they get the fancy blade on the inside there. You can get those pretty small too. I think they come in a 2 as well. You can use those at about a medium speed because it cleans all the plastic out. It doesn't burn back to itself. The problem with using vinyl on spiral blades doing high speed is that it melts back to itself when you go cut through it.
Okay, I was just curious.
Herb, is this picture pixelated on your end?
Every now and again it does.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
John Nave, yes, you can scroll vinyl LPs. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. I know he just did 12 different ones, like clocks. Because a lot of people like to do like the Beatles walking across Abbey Road on it, AC/DC on the records, Iron Maiden on the records, like directly onto the LP, or make clocks out of them too, because they're perfectly round to begin with, and you just cut out what you want to cut out of them. And it's already got a quarter inch hole in the dead center of it for your clock, your battery clock attached arms.
What a perfectly good waste of a decent LP.
Well, it is, but if you go to if you go down to Goodwill or Salvation Army or whatever you guys have down there, and you actually go through the albums, you can find out that they're scratched way beyond even listening to.
John Bradley says he's going to call it a night.
All right,
Night,
Mr.
John.
Bradley. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Night, John.
Because I know when I went down and got the LPs that I was looking for, I actually found LPs that I wanted, and I looked at them. I'm like, oh, these are actually still pretty decent. And I brought them home and played them, and they actually played pretty good still. So it's pretty good. 3 for $1.
Yeah.
But I know I was working at London Drugs the other day, a pharmacy we have here, and they got in their entertainment section, they still sell LP vinyl, and they were still selling like AC/DC Back in Black, and it was like $35 they wanted for it. And
Wow.
Abbey Road, Beatles Abbey Road, and it was like $48 because it's an import. I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. I can't believe they're still charging that much LPs, which aren't even, they're not even newer ones. They're still got the original like 1978 date on them, right? So it's just really old stock that's never been used. I don't know. I might buy it for $35 and say, oh, mint in condition, original. Never
Max
played.
said, Max said, I hope Shay brings us all some. She had quite a spread yesterday.
Yeah, just see all the food she had. Holy cow. She had like 2 tables worth of food. Well, I know she didn't eat it all.
We did too.
Oh, yeah, you had, what, 3 turkeys? Well, how many people did you have at your house, though?
About 20. Yeah, we had about 20.
What? Isn't that above COVID rules?
They were all my children and my grandchildren. So,
And they had to have some, people there for the funeral.
that's right. We had a funeral service for all 3 turkeys.
I never thought of it that way. Yeah, they just come up with some stupid new rules here too that go
And
in effect on
then, of
Monday.
course, but after every funeral, you've got to have lunch. So,
Oh yeah, reception.
or dinner, depending,
Yeah, I think in some areas you can have like 30 people for a funeral, but only 8, no more than 8 people at your house for holidays or get-togethers.
Or I think maybe 10 here.
Yeah, they just came out with new rules. They said 10 up here too. 10 for a funeral and a wedding, but you're allowed 1/3 of the fire marshal rated occupancy in a church, but you're not allowed any open singing. If that makes sense.
I'm back.
I think our limit is like 30 for a funeral and 10 for any kind of social gathering or whatever.
Well, I know there was some guy that got charged. A bus driver got charged in Edmonton for assault because he forcefully removed a patron off the bus for not wearing a mask.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's going to court on Monday.
Josh said for Illinois you can have 35 for a funeral, but no groups larger than 5.
Oh, man, I gotta turn my furnace down. It's so freaking hot in here.
I had to go,
Hot in here.
don't take off your clothes.
I beg your pardon?
I told John, I was like, he said it's getting hot in there. I was like, don't take off your clothes.
I'll second that.
Let me go turn my furnace down.
I just had to go stoke the fireplace for the house.
We've got the air conditioner on.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, it's only set to 18. It's freaking like 22 in here, though.
Well, fellas, I'm not feeling so well. I think I'm gonna get out of here.
You leaving, Herb?
All right.
Yeah,
Herb.
I'm not feeling so great.
All right, well,
Hope
hopefully you
you
feel
get
better.
feeling better.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Maybe you ate too much. The skin on your stomach's pulling your eyelids closed.
So, Billy, how long's the family down for?
Most of them live here.
Oh.
Not in this house, but like a
In
few
the
blocks
area,
away. Yeah.
So you're gonna get to shop this weekend and do a bowl?
I may start a Christmassy turning tomorrow. We'll see. I've got an idea for something that's going to be a little bit different.
Cool.
Yeah, my youngest son and his 4 girls live about a mile from here, and they've been here. They came over yesterday and today. And my youngest daughter is about an hour and a half from here, and her 3 boys and husband have been here. They're down here actually staying with us. And my oldest daughter and her family is about 2 miles from us.
Well, it must be nice to have all your family same city anyway.
Yeah,
Ish.
our middle daughter is in Houston, so that's several hours away, and she is ill with something. She's tested negative 3 times for COVID, but some of her symptoms are very COVID-ish. So it's her doctor today told her it may well be COVID, just a strain they haven't developed a positive test for.
Well, I
Yeah.
know there was one woman in Quebec. She's been tested positive 11 times in a row, but yet she is healthy. There's nothing wrong with her. Like she doesn't have
So
any
she's
complications or at all.
yeah, she's asymptomatic. Friend
Yeah.
of ours tested positive, but she was asymptomatic.
Yeah, I tested positive. I'm asymptomatic. The VA doctor said that they can order a blood test to see if I got the antibodies for this coronavirus.
Yeah. So anyway, my daughter and Houston and her family, they stayed home. She's been in quarantine in her bedroom for a week.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife just come out of our bedroom a couple nights ago after she found out I was positive. She figured we might as well all just be in the same area because we're all staying at the house anyways.
Yep.
So we're just letting the crap flow through and hopefully it'll get over with. And the funny thing is that when my wife went into the ER, which isn't funny, but she went in the ER, all she had was her allergies. They had flared up on her and she didn't have the right medicine and got to the point where she had a hard time breathing that night. So I took her in there. They tested her. She tested positive.
Yeah. My daughter's coworker tested positive. She for a week though she fought it, thinking and kept coming to work, thinking it was just her allergies acting up.
Yeah. So John, when you do a square corner with your spiral blades, that just means you go back to those corners. Is that what you do? Kind of clean them out?
Yeah. It's a secret though. I can't tell you how to do it properly. It actually takes a lot of practice because the thing
I bet.
is you want to try it when you go for squared up corners and angles. What you do is basically because you got a round blade, you want to make a square cut. Basically, skim across it when you first cut it, and then that's why you always see me going back to my corners because I'll actually go straight into it, put a notch in there, and then round it off on both sides, and that way it ends up square. Right?
Cool.
Instead of roundish, oblong, elliptical. See, now my blade's tensioning too tight. Holy cow, 2 more cuts.
So then do you need to cut that the circle part of the pattern next after you do those 2 more?
I still got to do a circle. Oh, which means I got to make a circle jig, Jameson.
I've done that 3 times now this week. Thought, I need to make a jig for this, make a jig for that, and darn it, if it just makes it easier just to do it.
I'm just gonna use my compass, or my rail arm compass. Where it is. My rail arm compass, and
Right.
just find my center, find my furthest outside point, and just draw a circle. Then another half inch, draw another circle, and then I'll cut
Yeah.
it the ring out.
Yep.
And then he'll cutteth the ring out. That's funny.
Well, it's like on those hearts. I usually put my table at 5 degrees. And the first one I didn't have the bed moved over far enough so the heart didn't stay in. But then when I drilled a hole for it, for the pilot hole, I tried to put my drill bit at 5 degrees, and I was going to try to make a jig for it. Spent more time messing with scrap wood than I did drilling the holes. I only had 3 holes to drill like that.
Why don't you? Where is it? Just use a protractor.
Yeah, I could. I was trying to.
Oh,
then just-
Steve said he was going to cut out for a bit. All right, Steve. Catch you later.
Where do you see that one at, Billy? The last one I see from Steve was he was telling Herb good night, and I hope he feels better.
We missed it up above in the
Oh.
chat.
All right, all right.
Josh said my brother stoked his fireplace, but then got so hot he turned on the AC. And then Steve said, "Okay, fellas, I'm going to duck out for a bit. I'll check back later to see if you're still alive." And I missed
All
it
right.
when he did it. Sorry, Steve.
I missed that. I might have been ducked out myself.
And and Max said, Jameson, he could tell you, but then he'd have to kill you, LOL.
Yeah.
I was so engrossed with what John was doing, I just totally foobarred the chat.
That's all right. I don't remember if it was on John's. Yeah, I think it was on John's the other night. I ended up being the only one in here. And trying to say whether or not they were on YouTube or Twitch or whatever.
Exactly.
Good grief. What'd you
Well, it's
do?
always
Break
nice to
another blade?
No, my because I was going sideways, it was too much tension on the bottom blade clamp that it just came out. But it's nice to have somebody in the chat because I'll just go in my own zone and just freaking scroll, not do anything, not talk to anybody at all.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do that, then you'd have to do the edited version and just put it out there.
Nope. Because then I got to edit, and I'm not editing.
Yeah, right. Oh, I know it. I know. That's what I'm saying. Plus, then you'd have to go back and comment on everybody's comment and all their questions and stuff. Instead of just verbally saying it.
Are you cutting the inner circle out, John?
Yep.
Then how are you going to set your compass up?
What's that?
Then how are you going to set your compass up?
Ah, that's easy.
Are you going to save that piece and put it back in just long enough to run your compass?
No, I got to make a new file. Remember?
Yeah.
I can't save every piece I want to throw out. See that? On the floor.
Yeah, I got tired of having just one trash can in my shop, and I'm thinking, man, I need to go to Walmart and buy another one. Then I looked over in the corner, there's 5-gallon buckets sitting over here of hydraulics, all empty. Like, well, there's trash cans right there.
Yep.
'Cause I got a litter box bucket over by my scroll saw. I throw all those pieces in, the little pieces. And then I've got another one over by my main bench now. And then I got a trash can.
Besides, all I need is a just the overall outside measurement anyway. Plus whatever, because I was going to add, because I'm going to add the leather on the, because I'm going to add leather on the outside edge anyway, right? So basically,
Yeah.
I know, I know I'm 18 by 18 round for the first points as it is. So if I go 19 inches to my inside circle, and then 19 3/4 inches probably the outside edge of the ring, then I know I'll be good. I don't know. I think I might want more. No, a half inch is pretty good.
Yeah, I'd
Half
say
inch will work.
yeah, that's 3/4 right there. You said 19 and then 19 3/4. That's 3/4.
No. But because it's 18
19.
inches top to bottom, because I'm 18 inches top to bottom on my inside on my dream catcher. If I could make it 19 inches, that'll give me a half inch between my outside of this and my ring. Between the outside of my dream catcher and my ring will be half inch, right? If I make it 19 inches.
That'd be an inch.
No, it'll be a half inch top bottom. It's a half inch top bottom.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So you always got to think ahead. Always got
Yeah.
2 steps ahead of what you want.
Well, that's like when I made my first stack of those angel flights. I just made the picture and put them on there. I didn't think of putting a frame around it. So when I gave one to the VFW here, they're like, well, what size is that? Can we get a frame to put around there? I'm like, no, I made it too small. So on this one, I try to make at least an inch space around the outside.
So you got a 2-inch extra space then, right?
Yeah, inch top, inch bottom, and
Yeah,
then
2
2 inches each way. Yeah, who's singing that? He's saying it.
Doesn't matter how quiet you whisper, it's still pretty loud.
I know. Tell me about it. Well, I guess Mac was talking to both of us, Billy.
He said, and I was talking on both, Jameson. No, I think he was on Facebook and
He was on
YouTube,
Twitch.
he's saying.
He was on Twitch and
Twitch and Facebook
or
Twitch and or YouTube.
Yeah, one of them. He was on something else. Yeah, that's right.
And he said, I just realized I'm the only one in chat.
Yeah. It says I got 9 people watching though.
I'm showing 7.
Poppy's still there.
Now 6.
Yeah, it says I got 2 over on Twitch, 0 on
Now
Facebook, and
7.
6 on YouTube.
Yeah, now I'm seeing 7 on YouTube. Mervin said, no, he's still here, Mac.
John says I'm showing 7.
Yeah, see, I got 9 on YouTube now and 2 on Twitch.
Yeah, I only see 8 on YouTube.
Puppy says 9 too.
And it says 7 again.
Now they're probably Biden voters.
Now 8 again. Somebody's coming in and out or something. I don't know. Weird. Randy
Yeah,
said,
it's
I'm
still
here
the
too,
same
Mac. Just
thing.
multitasking.
It's
Must be
good.
Randy popping in and out. Max says, I guess my list isn't showing right then, laugh out loud. I'm showing 9 again. You putting some bubble gum there in your tensioner?
Yeah, bubble gum. We'll go with that. Makeshift field band-aids right there.
Yeah, that would irritate me. New saw.
No, it's not a new saw. I basically, actually, you know what I need? I just need a new lever.
No, I meant
Or-
time for a new saw.
Yeah. Or if I take the lever off. Oh, that's what I gotta do. Tighten this up instead. If
I was
I
gonna say, didn't you have a screw in there or something? A bolt?
no. No, I need a bigger pair of pliers.
Randy said, nope, not popping in and out.
He's just on his other.
computer.
Max over here laughing at you, John.
And I know for a fact they're inside the house. I've had these for probably a year. And I've never used them. How bad is that?
Nice.
Good thing I got a lifetime warranty on them.
Yeah. Have you ever tried making a larger handle or larger lever out of hardwood to see if it would work?
No, I haven't.
Randy says get a CNC machine. Have one cut. Or get a CNCer to cut you one.
Or just cut a new one out of aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
The old aluminium Falcon.
Right.
Oh, see, now it's too tight. Oh, perfect. Now it's too tight. Little piece of sandpaper. Now it's too tight.
That's what she said.
Time to take the wrap off.
And using that sandpaper, he keeps sanding, taking a little bit off of that lever every time. So he has to use more and more thicknesses.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, I can actually take it and flip it over, like flip it around the other way. Only problem is, I got this roll pin inside of it, and it's a pain in the butt to get out because I got to take the whole head apart in order to get that roll pin out.
Max says Shay will definitely beat you now at this rate.
Oh, stop! It's not a race. I told you guys that. The only time it'll become a race is if somebody actually wants to do a competition online on video, like I challenged Charles and Wesley to. Charles from Wooden Visions and Wesley Belko from Scroll Saw Cafe. I told them, just get a design, a pattern you guys want to do, and we'll all cut at the same time. The same thickness of material using all 3 different saws. I'd love to see that. Who wouldn't want to see that?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
Randy
look.
said, should he use 220 instead of 100 grit? LOL.
I think it's 180 actually. You guys. So I still didn't go down to the leather place and talk to the guy yet. Guess I should go down there right away, eh?
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah, now that you got it done. Figure out if you're gonna use the 1 mil, 2 mil, or 10 mil.
Shay said, ha, 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 I'm eating, not sawing. He will be done before me. Shay, you went to get something to eat 30 minutes ago. My goodness, girl.
You had to have another Thanksgiving dinner.
Look at the size of her. You'd think she never ate.
Bro.
She's probably one of them. She's probably one of the people with the high metabolisms that she could probably eat everything on that freaking table that she had out yesterday and not gain an ounce.
That's me.
I hate you.
I hate people like that, eh, Billy?
Yeah.
I can eat a lot. Plate number 2, laugh out loud.
That's what Shay said.
Yeah, that's what Shay said. Sorry. See, we had our Thanksgiving dinner tonight because our dinner yesterday didn't turn out too good that was delivered.
Oh, that's too bad. Mervin said, me too, Billy.
Then unfortunately there's some people that can see food and gain 20 ounces.
Yeah, all I got to do is smell it.
Well, I was in my shop last night, and I went inside. And I'm like, Carrie, I'm hungry. She goes, so eat something. I'm like, I don't know what I want though. So eat some chips. So I finished off a bag of regular chips that was beside me, and then I finished off the bag of what is it? It's bacon. No, it was Parmesan and black pepper chips. I'm like, whatever. Hey, so I ate those. Had another had another bottle of pop. I'm like, oh, I'm still hungry. So then I opened up my smoky bacon potato chips. Started eating those. Had a couple cookies. Because it's Christmas time, so Perry's baking cookies now, right?
Mervin said 20 ounce.
Yeah, 20 ounce steak.
I was being nice.
No, he was meaning 20 ounce pop. I think he was referring to the pop, John, 20 ounce.
Well, that's what I had said when you look at
Like
food.
one of these bottles.
When others look at
700
food.
Like one of these bottles is 700 milliliters, right? So I don't know, half liter.
Mac, he just went on crack.
Yeah.
Hey, Mac, you still here?
Shay said it is still good. Apparently, Mac is on his period because that's all he posted was like the last cat.
His cat says,
Oh,
and I was right. Gaining 20 ounces, that's what I had said. Some people can look at food, and I was being nice by saying only gaining 20 ounces.
oh, sorry. My bad, Mervin.
Well, Shay, when do you plan on starting your live tomorrow?
He's got to go get the leather and stuff first.
No, not John. Shay.
No.
When is she
Shay.
going to?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I wasn't reading the comments.
They said we made 2 turkeys and a ham plus everything else, so I don't have to cook this weekend. Well, Shay, we had 3 turkeys. I think 4 turkey breasts for fricassee, a ham, and all the fixings to go with it, and we just finished off the rest of it tonight. Max says, geez, Shay, that would feed my house for a month.
Was you got a house of birds? Yeah, he said, ha ha, well, there's 9 of us here. Naves Woodworking. Is that John Naves?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's back on.
On from, I guess.
But it says
YouTube.
YouTube. He just come in off a different. He's on his laptop.
He was on Facebook before.
Oh, was he?
Oh, okay.
Max says there's 2 here. Okay. Laugh out loud.
Herb says he's in the background.
Hope you're feeling better, Herb. Randy says, just my wife and I. She bought a 23-pound turkey, plus fixed all the side dishes.
Wow. So Shay, if you're still watching, one of the reasons why I use Preston Seal is so I can do this. Dun, 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 dun. There you go.
Now it's done.
Completed. Now I gotta sand the back.
Coolio, Julio.
And one of the reasons why I use the press and seal is because it doesn't leave any residue. So there's no residue on the face at all, and it's good. Like I just gotta blow it off. Like when I fish in the back, blow it off, and then it's good for a stain or whatever.
Yep.
So
Herb said he's not really feeling much better, but he's close to the bucket.
Yeah, he was scarfing down his food when he got on Charles's show.
down. Time is 8:30. You know, I'm so tired. I got so much work to do in my shop.
Well, you've been on for 2 hours here.
That's what mine shows.
Yeah, just over.
Two
Bobby.
hours. 2
Bobby
hours.
says great.
So I don't know. Do you guys want to see me cut something else? I don't know. I could. What do you guys want to do? Let me know what you guys want to do. What do you
Poppy
guys want
says
to do?
he's gonna check out. Good night, Poppy.
Billy
Night,
Jamison,
Marvin.
what do you guys want to do? You just want to see something? Want to learn something? Want to know something?
I don't know. My back's hurting. I had to use a chipping hammer to get all the dirt and stuff to find all the roots underneath that stump today.
A chip and hammer. What's a chip and hammer?
A rock hammer.
Masonry's, yeah, masonry's hammer. Mason's hammer.
Why wouldn't you just take a sawzall and just cut them?
Because I had to find them first. I had to get all the clay and rocks and stuff out of the way.
Use a sawzall and just cut them.
I gotta find them first. What am I gonna do? Take the sawzall like a chainsaw and try to cut up underneath the whole stump?
Oh yeah, you should. That's how we do it in Canada. We just freaking dig around your hole with an auger bit, maybe, right? Dig a hole around and chainsaws down as far as you can, and then you see all the roots, and then you can just go down with a sawzall all the way around it. And you just rip it out with a. Well, the tree my boss cut down. He says, John, bring the crane truck home. So I went to the shop, brought my crane truck to his yard, set it up. I can hook the strap around it, choked around it, boop, right out. Good, because I can lift 9,000 pounds with it. I could have put a snatch block on and lift 18,000 pounds with it, but.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have my digger derrick here. Otherwise, I would have had it out a long time ago.
John Nave says, John, did you see that you see Ontario is not switching the time change? Sorry, can't remember which one we are keeping.
Really? I didn't hear about that. I know there's NBC just up the road from us here. The Dawson Creek, Pussy Coop, Dawson Creek, and Fort St. John don't do the time change. So I know that when we do the time change, it really sucks because I can time it so that I can do the math in my head when I leave here and I hit the scales in the summertime, that the scales will be closed. But in the wintertime, I can't do that because I got to go like 2 hours earlier because they're on the same time as us then, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, been there, done that when I was over the road.
She said, John, do you think I will be okay scrolling sheet metal if I hate aluminum foil?
I don't know what your problem with aluminum foil is. If you don't want to cut, you know what? If you don't want to cut sheet metal straight through sheet metal, then just put a piece of wood over top of it, and then then technically you're cutting wood, and you'll end up with a metal
or put it between two pieces of wood.
Yeah, or sandwich it, stack cut it.
Then you wouldn't see it.
That's right.
Yeah, you wouldn't see it. It'll be a little harder to go through, but you're still cutting wood. So And then when you pull it apart, boop, there you go. You got a steel one. That looks exactly
Yep.
the wooden one.
Randy said, been using Press and Seal for about 3 months. Your tip. Heard it said earlier about using clear shelf liner. I don't recommend shelf liner on finely detailed 1/8 inch, especially tendency to break pieces.
Yeah, because it sticks. It's got more tack to it than the press and seal does. See, my press and seal works. People listen and they're using it, and it works for them. Some people it works for. Some people it just takes more practice with.
Max said, John, how about just a chat fest? We chat best anyway.
Yeah, we do, Mac. Mac, do you want on? Do you want on the panel? Randy, do you want on the panel? Come on, let's just have a big panel chat. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I can let me grab my bear for you because I know I got to cut that tomorrow too. So there's my bear, and I showed it to her. I put it on a black background for her.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are these? I'm like, those are rocks along the edge of the river, the edge of the lake that's here. She goes, I don't like them. Can you get rid of them? I'm like, sure, I'll cut them off. I don't care. Whatever you want. So I got to cut these rocks off now. And I finally got my edge around here that I'm cutting. I got my edge that I'm cutting off around here. So it's going to be 1 inch all the way around. And then I got to remount the letters on so I can draw them around so I can die cut around those as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of like her. I don't see those as rocks. I was confused as to what those might be.
Yeah, well, I could have put a lot more detail into it, but she didn't really want a lot of detail in it. She's happy with it. She's really ecstatic with it. She wants it right now. She's like, oh, can I have it? I'm like, well, no, I got to still cut around the outside. I got to cut the backer for it. And I grabbed my piece of walnut growth chart right there and put it behind it. I said, and I was going to do a dark walnut background like this. She goes, oh, I love it. I made it like 2 seconds later. She goes, I love it. Do it. I got my asparagus leaf is done now. Look how shiny that is. Look how shiny that is. And like I said, it's an awesome. It's a coaster, right? Awesome coaster size.
Yeah, that'll work.
So I'll drop that off with her. I'll drop it off with her tomorrow, so that way she can say, "Yeah, go ahead and make the 4-foot one for her that she wants."
Randy doesn't have a camera or a mic.
Oh, that's too bad. Shay, what do you mean? Love it? Why? Love it? Why? Why? Do you got a fan on, Jameson?
I got a heater on.
Is it a fan or because I keep hearing this like airplane going overhead all the time?
Go turn it off, see if that's what he's hearing.
Yeah, that's got to be because when he's on, I hear it. Shay said, "Why change the bear?
Why change the bear? Because it's what she wants."
How's that?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Better."
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's warm enough in here now. It's good to turn it off.
Yeah, I got to change it because she wants it changed. Because
Customer's always
no, the customer's not always right.
right.
But she's not always right. I just want to make her happy, right?
No, I know. It's just that ongoing joke with anything that you do is retail or whatnot. That's
Yeah. See,
retail or restaurant.
she says, "Can you get rid of those? I just don't like them." I said, "Fine, I'll get rid of them. I don't care." I said, "Yeah, I can do that." And there's there's the one I showed her of on the darker background. Because I love it. So I'll do that for her.
Mac liked it just the way it was, but it is a commission product.
Yeah, usually I'll just say no. It looks good the way it is, but I want to make her happy. She's a first time customer, so
Yeah, there's
Yeah, more often than not, a happy customer is a repeat customer.
exactly that's it. And she was recommended by another customer I had before too. So so she's a recommendation off of a job. So make them happy, then I'll come back and you can double charge them for more on the next job. Double charge the jobs.
Randy said only if the money is right, the customer's right.
What? What's she saying? She's whispering
She's
so
reading.
quietly now.
She's reading the names.
Yeah, exactly, Randy. Only if the money's right is the customer right.
Well, I had
Even
one.
then, not really. Yeah, go ahead. You had
when,
one.
when the quarantine had just started around here, the barber shops and everybody was closed. They couldn't have anybody in there. And so I had done up these, I think they were Sue May plaques about the hairstylist. I did up two of them, one for the barber that I usually have, and then one for her co-owner. And a few days later, I get a text message out of the blue from somebody I didn't know asking me if I can make another one for her daughter. Come to find out it was one of my barber's clients. I was like, okay, I can do that.
John Nave on YouTube says customers wrong sometimes. I made a customer a nightstand. She picked out ebony for the stain. When I told her it was done, she says it's too dark. I like the natural color. Now what do I do? I would sand it down a bit and distress it. Just freaking take a chain to it and say, "Look, it's distressed."
Yeah.
And
Take a hammer to it with some waffle paste on it.
yeah, you'd be surprised. They actually might like it better. They're like, oh, I like that now. That looks awesome. Or you sand it, like you give it the aged antique look. Sand it down a bit and rub some white paint onto it, your sand spots, and it looks aged. It's hippie. Hippies like it.
Yeah, Randy, I could be like Billy and you and not worry about it. I've told my barber from the time that she first started cutting my hair that if I don't like it or if it gets too long and I can't come in, I'll take the clippers and zip it off. I done fixed my face this week because it's getting to be too pretty. It's in my mouth.
Yeah, I've still got some on the sides, and I just take my clippers on a 0, go out in the backyard and whack it off.
Yeah.
0.
0, no guard.
Yeah, that means no guard.
Yeah, I know. I can't go that short anymore.
Why, you afraid you're going to start?
It used to be high. No, it's not that. Like, when I got out of the military, it's like, you go in the barber shop, you go, yeah, give me high and tight. They're like, what's that? Because you're dealing with a civvy now.
Yeah.
And they're like, they don't know what high and tight is. I'm like, well, give me number 1 from my neck to my beret line. What's a beret line? I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Your wisdom point, because the little knot in the back of your head there says a wisdom point, right? Yeah, you got one there. Like follow your spine up, and it's right there, right?
Yeah.
It's called your wisdom point. So I said, give me number 1 to there, around, and then taper the top up. He's like, well, oh, okay. Are you sure you want that short? I'm like, yeah, just do it. And then
I can't feel it. I must have a wisdom fat.
it's there. That's where the back of your beret is supposed to line up to that spot right there. With two fingers above your eyebrows, right?
Yeah. Well, with 2 fingers above my eyebrows, it usually puts the back up high and the front down low.
It depends on how much. I can't really say it. We used to call them the C words, right around your cap badge, and then you bring it down on the side.
Yeah, but you had the beret.
That's
so
what we
I'm-
called our flight caps.
Yeah, you guys wear baseball caps in uniform. What are you talking about, Billy?
Depends on the uniform.
Yeah, especially the pilots. They'd be coming out of the plane on the airfield where there's not supposed to be any caps, covers, or anything being worn, and they'll come out and put a ball cap on and walk around in their flight suits and ball caps. Oh, it'd drive me up the wall. Because if it gets blown off, if it gets blown off your head, well, guess what? Not only is it going to go flying, but if there's a plane behind it, it's going to get sucked up in the engine and destroy it.
Destroy the hat or destroy the engine?
Both.
It's just a hat.
Yeah.
That's just a hat. It's only $1 million engine. What does it matter?
Right. Well, I was out on the flight line one time, and there was a Marine in his camouflage uniform. He had his back to me, and he had his cover on. I walked up to him, tapped him on the shoulder. Just as soon as he turned around and I opened my mouth, I looked, and he had 2 stars, or he had a star on each shoulder. I'm like, oh, crap. Now what do I got to do? Well, I told him, I was like,
you tell him the rule.
excuse me, sir, but you're not supposed to have a cover on while you're on the flight line, especially with aircraft running up. He goes, okay, Lance Corporal, I got you. I appreciate it. Like, yeah, it works.
Yeah, rules are rules.
Yep.
But I mean, it's just those oh crap minutes. You know, you're just like,
Well, as long as you don't walk up behind him,
him.
smack him in the back of the head and go, "You dumbass! What are you doing?"
Right.
Because you know you would have brought up on charges then.
Uh-huh. Yep. You'd be seeing every tall man on base.
And then some.
Yeah, right. And they'd be showing you the front door. And you wouldn't like it.
So basically, now I just go down to my hairstylist now, and I tell her, I said, just give me number 2, sides and back, taper it, and half off the top. Oh, it's pretty short. I'm like, no, it's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah. Well, the stylist I have, she was just fresh out of school when I first met her, and I told her how to do it, and I didn't give her all the details like that. I've said skin because that's the way I like mine. Skin on the sides all the way around across the knot there, and then fade it up, and then just trim the top. And she started working on it. Next thing I know, she's calling one of her associates over to help out, and she's working on it. Then the other associate come over, and she did something different every time I turned around. I had all 3 of them doing my hair that day. But that's been 5 years ago, and now I can call her up right now if I wasn't quarantined, and she wouldn't.
Yeah.
She's like, "Seen that?" I was like, "Yep."
Well, we got this one. I'm gonna say, I believe he's Iranian stylist, and he's the only guy at the hairstylist there, and he's the only one that actually knows how to do a proper beard trim, and it's like so nice when he's done with it.
Yeah, well, don't
But
ask him.
he's hardly ever there though. Don't ask him what.
So don't ask him to cut the hair out of your ears. It wasn't
He does it
Iranian.
anyway.
It was a Iraqi nationalist when I first got to Iraq, and I went over there because on the main side of the base they had all the nice gift shops and stuff. So I went over there with a bunch of buddies and got my hair cut. And he went to go cut my ear, hairs out of my ear. But instead of using scissors, he lights up his big lighter and starts shoving it in my ear and burning my hairs. I was like, oh, no, I ain't never coming back to you again. I'd rather have hair growing down on my butt from my ears than have you light my hair on.
I watch these like manscaping videos, right? And these guys get the hot wax up the nose and the hot wax in the ears, and then they basically torch the hair, right, as they're fucking brushing it. Take a torch to it. I'm like, what is that supposed to do? I don't know.
Yeah, there was some video on Facebook that they did that. Of course, they used one of those filters where it makes the funny faces and the noises and stuff like that. His wife was doing his chest, putting the pads, the wax and pads on there and everything.
No, thanks. And
Randy,
I trim my own beard too. Thank you very much.
What's
Yeah, I
Randy
do
talking
too.
about? Quit going to shops. Finder's fees too high priced. Well, no, I'll say like I go in every 3 months, get my hair done, get my hair cut every 3 months or so, and they do a nice job, and it's only what $15.
Yeah, well,
Then I get my,
he's in Billy's boat.
if I get my beard trimmed too, then it's like an extra $5, so $20. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, mine's $13, and I usually tip her $5. Minnie Monkey over here, she gets her bangs cut and her hair done up. Put them in pigtails or something.
Cut your own bangs.
Like I said, I cut my own hair and my own beard. I saved my hair cutting and beard money for my pedicure.
Pedicures and manicures.
No, not manicure, pedicure.
I've never had a pedicure, and I haven't had a manicure in shit, probably I can't even remember how many years ago I had a manicure.
Pedicure
least
is
20
nice.
years
I like
ago.
being spoiled. Hey, Russ.
Hello, everybody.
Ross, when's the last time you had a manicure or pedicure?
Never. Never. I don't do that. That's for girls.
Well, you were in the Navy. I figured that was part of a
Don't even
prerequisite.
start. Don't even start. Cut his microphone.
Russ, I thought the same thing until I got my first pedicure, and then it was all over.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-uh.
Look, huh?
I had one once, and the next, like a week later, I ended up with an ingrown toenail that it took me 3 years to get it fixed right.
I've never had one. I don't intend to tell you the truth.
Shay said, "Dang, I haven't had my hair cut in a year." LOL.
Well, it's been
Russ
longer than
hasn't
that
had
for
his
me.
cut in 20.
It's been less than that, but it's been more than a year. It's probably about
Well, you
4
know.
years now, something like that.
If we all get together, we're all gonna go down and get a mani-pedi at the
No, we
shop,
ain't.
right? Get our hair done up.
You go ahead and do that. I'll be the one sitting out there filming all this for Facebook.
Go ahead.
Put a live stream up.
Blast.
I'll definitely have y'all on Facebook.
We're
That might be the first
all gonna
live
get
I
our
do.
nails done. We're all gonna get wood grain nails put on, right?
You're okay.
I want beach. I want ash. I want ebony.
I want walnut.
I want
I want
butter.
cedar. I want red cedar.
Oh, Lord. You guys are terrible.
Oh, I got it. Cocobolo.
They're going to say, huh?
Hey, John, your big brother's
The worst
on.
thing is, the worst thing is, somebody's gonna have samples with them, right? Hey, Brian, what you up to? What's my big brother up to? Causing trouble.
I was hoping I got that right because all it says is, hey, baby brother.
Yeah, that's my big brother. We're talking about mani-pedis. Hey, how cool is that, eh?
Why did I come into this conversation at the wrong time?
Well,
We need an
Fabio
expert
here,
opinion.
Oh, it's in mahogany, please. You can take my place.
I'm telling you,
What, you
if
don't
you've
wanna-
not had a pedicure, you will enjoy it.
My wife goes for that. She
I
really
guess so.
loves that stuff.
What?
Mani pedis.
Me,
No, he's not
Or
well,
doing
pedicures, whatever.
pedicures.
just the pedicure. Yeah.
Just the pedicure.
I don't do
part.
I don't do the manicure,
Yeah, the
just the
mani pedis
pedicure.
are for men.
He just, huh?
Mani pedis are men.
Are they?
No, they're
I'll
not.
tell you right there. I don't know.
A mani pedi would be a manicure and a pedicure at the same time.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, and
what
I
it
don't
is.
get a manicure.
But
No. I've known guys that have, but and weren't gay, but they have, and they swear by him. I said, no, I just can't do it.
I've had her
I love
paint
it.
my nails.
whatever, you big baby.
I've had other than clear, they've put clear on my toenails a couple of times, but other than that, I've only had
You're
my
a bad
nails
day.
painted one time, and it was because my oldest son was with me when I was getting it done, and there was an attractive young lady sitting next to me, and she said, "So, what color are you getting?" I said, I'm not getting the color, but if I did, it'd probably be something like chartreuse. being my typical
Chartreuse.
smart ass self, right?
Yeah, she got your back,
And my oldest son said I would pay to see that. And so I let him pay for my pedicure, and we went chartreuse.
Oh my God, he did it too.
No, he didn't. He wasn't getting a pedicure. He just said if I got chartreuse nails, he would pay for my pedicure. So I got a free pedicure.
Well, I tell
There
you,
you go.
whatever $40 you call that cost him, I said that ain't enough. Not for me. No, see, I got this long hair, see, and that would be just too much to the wrong side.
No,
I just can't do
There's-
that.
You're going to the dark side.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not doing it.
they're just
Russ,
Russ, there's a disabled vet about our age
Mm-hmm.
that I see in there every now and then, and he always gets his nails painted.
What?
Yeah, his hair's about the same length as yours, and he always gets his nails painted. And I can't do it.
No, I can't do that. No.
Russ,
gotta
have you ever
draw the
thought about
line,
like an updo or like a bouffant or something? Come on.
John,
A man bun.
man buns are not in my future, buddy, and I have never had.
Two
If y'all see me with a man
ponytails.
bun, y'all
Like maybe
tell my
long
wife to kick me in the butt.
You
It's
can
not
get a
gonna
nice
happen.
French braid going.
I,
Get a nice
I
French
can,
braid going on you.
to
No,
be
thank
honest
you.
with you, I can't even picture Russ in a mun.
No. I used
Wow.
to watch. I used to watch Survivor, and they had a couple of them guys that had that long hair, and he rolled it up, throwed it up on top of his head. I said, "Look at that crap right there! Ain't no way I'm doing that. No, I can't do it." That's what all the young guys said was, "I'm gonna stay old there, 'cause I'm not gonna do that."
Yeah, if I ever see you in a mun, I'm jabbing my eyes out.
Well, you're gonna be two-eyed for a long time, buddy, because I'm not doing it. Nope. The most I get is a pigtail. I'll let my granddaughter braid it for me. But other than that, that's it.
One of my granddaughters wanted to braid my beard the other day. For
Oh, I can
Halloween.
imagine. I can
Like a
can see
pigtail?
that happening.
Pigtail.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
So I get here after all the work is done, huh?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
actually
that's usually how
finished
it works.
Oh, well, okay. I
There's my
didn't
dream
get to
catcher.
learn nothing. Y'all see there?
Wait, there it is.
That's the pattern that I'm going to be doing for the grandson for Christmas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
All
Charles.
the red-
Charles pattern.
Yeah, it's Charles's. All the red parts, I went ahead and colored them in. That's going to be the black parts of the backer board. But I wanted to use them as I have a hard time seeing the line when it's black And so I thought, well, I'll put some color with it, and hopefully that lighter color make it easier for me to stay on the line a little bit. I can't hardly see it good.
Yeah, that's
You know, I have a light.
not everybody.
Yeah. Oh, look at there. I like
I
that.
know when Sheila Landry sends her patterns out, she
Mhm.
gives them to you in red, blue, and green.
Yeah,
and
I've gotten one.
When you
one of
print the
hers.
patterns off in green, they
Mhm.
actually turn off like when you print them in green, they actually come out the best. You can actually
Yeah.
see the pattern awesome, a lot better.
Dang it, Billy. I saw somebody walking behind you, and I jumped and looked for where my wife was. And I said, God damn it, I thought it was my wife. I had to give myself hot dog. And I looked, oh, no, she's sitting right there. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Oh, Lord.
Oh man.
That was my wife's sister.
Oh, well, that she flipped me out there for a minute.
At least you didn't pull a Charles and said, "Who's that man behind you?"
When my wife walked behind me the other night, that's right.
Yeah.
That
Too
is
funny.
not cool.
Way too funny.
Ooh,
Oh.
man, that hurt. Ah. Yeah, so John, you see, I'm getting back on the scroll saw a little bit more than I had been.
I see
kinda
that.
missed
That's
it. I've
awesome.
been watching y'all doing all them scrolling shows, and I said, oh man, I got to get back out there and do a little bit.
No, you need to open my generator at first.
I'll get to it. Well, the story behind that generator is I got to put it in the small shop, and there's absolutely no room in there for it. And she's threatened to come out there and organize. And then she keeps, I said, no, I'll get it in there somehow. I'll get to it. But the stuff that's in the way is all her junk. And I'm hearing in my mind, with her telling me to put that generator in there, that I've got carte blanche to start throwing away stuff that don't need to be in there. That's what I'm
That's not
hearing.
the way it works.
That's what I'm hearing. And I'm thinking,
Well,
if
John-
I get that thing in there, no matter what it takes, it's in. No matter what I had to throw away.
Yeah.
John, you better tell them about what your wife did to you today.
Oh, here, Russ, take a look at this. What do you see on my floor?
I want to go to Walmart.
Nothing. She cleaned it up.
Yeah, she cleaned out all my scrap stock, and it's sitting outside. It's sitting outside my door, covered in snow right now.
Oh. Hey, that was stuff
The-
you could still use. Did you tell her that?
He was going to make her a end-grain cutting board with it.
Yep. I can't do that now. That was gonna be her Christmas present.
That'd be like me going to my wife's craft room and taking all of her vinyl and decal material and throwing it out because it looks like scrap to me, but she can still use all that little bitty stuff on earrings and whatnot.
Her too. That's just got it
Exactly.
sitting right there, and I don't touch that. I have my fingers away from there because she's got a little spot. She sticks all these little pieces up. I see a little bit more. I got some I can get out of that. You know, I don't mess with it. But if it's out in my shop, I think I can handle it. Now, if I get a tail whipping after that, that might be different. But at least the generator will be in there. You gonna see me?
Yeah, Brian,
hop
I
along
need
Cassidy, holding my backside. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
Brian. Brian, I need a good lawyer. You know one?
I might need one. No, I've been there before. I might need one too. Find a lawyer.
John said he knows, Randy said he knows a volunteer CNCer to cut you a new lever for your saw there, John.
Yeah. Wait, I could probably get Russ to cut me one. It's just the shipping that's gonna kill me though.
Oh yeah, you got to pay to get it, buddy. that ship
Yeah.
when it crosses that line, that imaginary
Yeah.
line.
You know, it's probably gonna sit in quarantine for 2 weeks before I get it back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Whoa, this is a boyfriend
back.
Randy said- Randy said, just give her all the pieces and tell her assembly required.
Exactly. That'll impress her. She'll
Yeah.
like that.
I couldn't tell my wife that she put it together.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine's got
May
she's
not
got
be
that-
right, but it'll be together.
Well, hers will be done.
She'll be like, "You're missing." She'll
Oh,
be like,
look
"You're
at
missing
there.
pieces." I'm like, "No, well, I wasn't missing pieces, but you threw them out." Every puzzle has one missing piece anyway, right?
Wow. Did you come home from work and find them outside?
No,
Or
I
did
came
you-
home from work and had supper, and then she said, "Oh, there's a bag of your boxes are outside your door." I said, "Well, what boxes?" She goes, "All the wood from under your desk."
Oh,
I'm like, Ugh. I said, "All of it?" She goes, "Yeah, all of it." I'm like,
oh man.
shaking my head, going, "Oh, I can't believe you did that."
I can't believe that's when one of those digital combination locks go on the door. You can't come in.
Yeah, but she has the passcode for I got one. I got a push button lock on my door, but she knows the code for it, and she's got the key for it too. So
You're screwed. You may as well leave it out there now.
Bye-bye,
Brother
Rock.
said, I have a good lawyer. Call you tomorrow.
Max says, well, folks, it's time for me to go.
Good night.
Thanks for the
All right,
stream.
Mac.
Good night, Matt.
yeah,
night, Mac.
thanks a lot for joining us. I'll be back on tomorrow, pretty sure.
I really like how that old bear came out. You did, boy. That came out real good.
Yeah, he's got to
Well,
do
you
some
missed the-
modifications to it.
Yeah, you missed
Well-
the whole conversation. How she didn't want these rocks in here.
Oh,
That's what he's doing right now.
well, I like how the feet turned out. You did a good job with those feet.
Yeah.
Max said he'll keep an eye out for you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll be on. Oh, and Russ, Shay's going on live tomorrow too.
Tomorrow, the next day, I think she said.
I was on a while ago. I was watching it on YouTube, and I saw her online on the panel, real quick.
Yeah, she was
and
on
I didn't
here.
have time. I didn't have time to stay. She's going to do her own show.
Night, Brian.
You're going to try to do one tomorrow.
I'll be darned. She's getting
Yeah,
into
she's
it all heavy.
I
What's it
know
called?
she's going
Hog heavy?
all in,
Going in all-
all in or nothing.
Wow.
Shay, what time you thinking?
I asked her that earlier and I didn't get a response. Maybe I got stepped on.
All right, Brian. Talk to you later. Love you. See ya. Well, just probably stop eating before she could answer. I say.
Yeah, she don't.
Might be on her third plate by now.
She don't want to answer us with food in her mouth.
Yeah, she's on her third plate right now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I don't care what you like.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, Russ is in trouble.
That was for the dog, folks. That wasn't for me.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, it could have been for me, but it wasn't this time.
I had that the other night. I was in my chair in the living room and wife was in the bedroom hollering at the cats and Charles thought it was me getting yelled at.
Surprised he didn't start calling you my name, by God. He's used to seeing it from me.
Right.
So how you feeling, man?
I'm fine.
Really?
I haven't had any problems.
That's good. That's good.
just this quarantine nonsense. But it is what it is.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yep. Yeah, I spent all day finally getting that stump out of my field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I've got the tree that I tore down. I cut it down. It's got about a 6 foot long piece left,
Yeah.
but it's ate up by termites. It looks like,
Mm.
and at the bottom of it, you can see where they have gotten into it. It was an ash tree, and I've took it down to about 6 foot. And if I cut it down again, I really need to dig it up.
Yeah, this one here was cut before I got here, and I was cleaning out my fence row, and I decided to go ahead and tackle it. So I did. I got about a 5 foot piece out of it.
Wow.
Or it's 5 foot down to the roots. So probably about a 4 foot worth of material in it. It seems solid. So all I can do is cut the stump off the roots and figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 2 ash trees in the front now after I cut the other one down, and they need to be cleaned up a little bit. And a pecan tree in the back is huge. And it needs to come down. And she don't want to take it down. And I'm kind of leery about taking it down because with the hurricanes that we've been through, we've had several of them, one after the other. And we've not had any damage in the backyard other than my fence. And it wasn't from falling limbs, it was just wind. But everything's still standing, and I'm afraid to shake up the status quo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
If I change something, the equation might not be right.
That's right.
I'm scared to take it down, but it's looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty rugged. It still makes pecans and all that, so and it's still good for the squirrels. They're still up there, but it's starting to look like it needs to come down. I'm just scared to do it. Throw over power lines and stuff. But I don't know. I trim it up, but I haven't got myself to take it down yet.
Yeah, somebody's looking tired, Jameson.
Yeah. And Mama Bear just asked if she was still out here.
I see.
But speaking of those hurricanes, I went on one of them for repair down in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Memorial Day weekend. A friend of ours had given us a fifth wheel trailer that we put on my wife's cousin's property.
Mm-hmm.
And all I did was I sealed the top. It's got a slide out that doesn't work anymore, so I just made that permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Did a few little odds and ends things to where we could stay in it when we go down there. And daggone it, that thing ain't still going after 2 storms. Not a scratch on it. And their house got the shingles knocked off the first time. They lost the horses barn on this last one.
Whereabouts in Louisiana?
Down in Gaydon.
Oh, I heard of it. I've never been there, but I heard. I've
Yeah,
heard the name before.
it's way down there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've heard the name before.
We usually end up going down there about at least once or twice a year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the Texas side of the line.
Yeah.
Just across the border, pretty much. Close enough. When I grew up in Sabine Pass, Texas, it's right on the Gulf Coast, right on the line between Texas and Louisiana, but it's on the good side. You see what I'm saying?
The drier side.
Well, I tell them it's on the good side. I could look across the channel and Louisiana wasn't but a couple of 100 yards away from me.
Right.
That's how close I was. But yeah, I'm on the good side.
Yeah, I used to drive at what I call the land highway or the land bridge across the bayous, across 10 there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pain in the rear. 55 miles an hour is all we were allowed to do in big trucks, and we had to be in the right-hand lane and couldn't get out unless there was an emergency or something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my son-in-law, his brother was every time we have a hurricane in this area, they come down. He comes down. His company does, and they stage him up at the local mall. And he was down here for how many days? 2 weeks more, at least 2 weeks, right around that.
Right.
And of course, they made him. They're from the Houston area, and they actually made him. They didn't keep him down here. They kept him during the day, but they had to go back to Houston, which is an hour and a half away, to put him up in the hotel and then slip him on down here every day. They made some good money though.
Yeah, I was down there in DeQuincy when I went down there to work.
That's a little bit north of where I'm at.
Yeah.
North and northeast, I guess you'd say.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not that far from here.
No. No, we stayed in tent cities at an old Georgia Pacific plant down there that had just closed down because of the COVID.
Wow.
I ain't been in tent city since I was in the military.
Yeah, I can see.
And on the air wing side, I didn't spend many times in actual tents.
No.
I usually stay in a hotel somewhere. Or when I was in Iraq, I stayed in Connex boxes.
Well, as far as I can say, being in the Navy, being a sailor, I was so glad to give you fellas a ride. Anytime you need to go somewhere. You know,
Yeah, and luckily enough, I only got to be on one boat. Just kidding. No, I was only on a carrier once, and that was the USS Boxer. They were fixing to go out on Westpac, and they had the family day, so we got on there and went out of San Diego Harbor, and we launched off the LCACs and the Harriers and all that stuff, and shot off the 50 cows.
Yeah.
And had lunch.
Yeah.
Other than that, and the funny thing is first of all, I was wanting to go in the Navy when I was living up in Iowa. I was ready to sign the papers. I just wasn't old enough. I moved down to Arkansas, and I couldn't get a hold of a Navy recruiter to save his hide.
Oh, Lord.
And one of our patrons in the first restaurant that we had, he was a retired lieutenant colonel out of the Marine Corps, and he called Washington D.C. on that recruiter.
What?
And yeah, because he wasn't doing his job. He wasn't returning any phone calls, wasn't making any of the appointments that he had scheduled or nothing. So I ended up talking with the Marine recruiter, and here I am. And I don't regret a day of it.
I guess you don't, but I see you managed to fit your head in a jar. I couldn't do it. How can I fit my head in that jar? I tried.
That's all right.
I couldn't do it.
That's all right. At least I never had to wear the dog dish on my head.
Oh my!
You
The
know
only
what?
time I ever wore the dog dish is when I was a kid, and my mom found one at a yard sale. And I'd wear it around just as a costume.
Man, I used to love that. I wore it like Gilligan.
Now they wear ball caps. Everybody's going with ball caps.
Yeah, I know it. They've changed the uniforms. They almost all of them look just alike. Except for colors, but they look alike.
The digital camis, they all came from the Marine Corps.
Yeah,
everybody else had to follow suit.
I don't like the fact that they all wear the same crap now. I just I like the difference between them. When I joined, we didn't have those uniforms anymore. We had to wear the zoot suits like the officers had, and I hated it. I wanted to go back and wear the other stuff, with the cap and all that. And that wasn't allowed when I was in.
You mean the dungarees and the...
Yeah. And there were very few guys that were in that they had been in long enough. There was one in my division that could still wear it because he was in long enough to qualify to wear them. And I said, damn it, I got his long pants after he retired or after he got out. You know, he gave me the pants, but he didn't have the shirt and he didn't have the cap. He's got already gave that away.
Huh.
But then after I got out, they went back to wearing them. So these dirty rat son of a guns. But the best looking uniform, bar none, to me, is the dress uniform for the Marine Corps.
Right.
And
there's
that
no
is
question.
the absolute best looking uniform of all the dress uniforms of all the services.
And y'all are gonna hate me, but I can still wear the same one that I left the Marine Corps with and never got it tailored.
Not me, buddy.
Like me.
That's why I said it. Y'all are gonna hate me.
You just have that body style, I guess. You don't gain weight.
Yeah. No, I don't. Just like we were talking about Shaylee and getting her second plate and all that stuff, and she's the size of a twig.
She probably went back to scrolling and didn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Probably because she hasn't answered anybody. Now, I would say, Russ, the only other service that I feel should wear the uniform of the other services is our Navy doctors, our Fleet Marine squids, because most of the time they're out in the field with the ground side grunts all the time.
Yeah.
And I agree with that, but those rest of those camis, those digitals, no.
I don't care for them.
Yeah.
I can look at them and say, damn, which part of the service are you in?
Exactly.
I always could differentiate before,
Yeah.
but I can't now.
Right.
You just have to go by the freaking colors, but I just don't see it. I guess it was a cost saving factor probably, but to me that I just don't like that. We had the dungarees and stuff like that. You couldn't wear them off base.
No.
But you had to wear civilian clothes off base. But I like them.
Or a service uniform. We could wear service uniforms or dress uniforms, but we couldn't wear camis and we couldn't wear coveralls off base.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in, we were still wearing fatigues. We didn't have the camouflage, and you couldn't wear those off base either.
Wow. What was all that?
The family's playing a game.
Oh, okay. Oh. Sound like a game show.
And they just happened to go ape shit as I was trying to talk.
Yeah. Well, it's all good to have family there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
And that's the important part.
Little off on this side. He's going to argue with you.
It's 2 millimeters high on this side.
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You guys are all funny comedians.
We do our
We're
best.
trying to keep you on the rails and keep the
Or
rails
the
straight.
line, as the case may be.
Right. The show hasn't been derailed yet. We don't want to start now.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Wrong night. Wrong crowd.
Friday night.
Yeah, that's Friday night. Friday night specials. So, John, I watched this Turner and Billy. Watched this Turner out of Australia, and he was doing a live. Next thing I know, I'm on his panel, and now he's he's bugging me. He's like, "When are you gonna do your live? When are you gonna do your live?" I was like, "I don't know. Gotta get
Was it
better
Jay?
setup."
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Jay.
it was Jay. Yep, it was Jay. And I don't mind it. I've been thinking about it.
It's
Yeah,
like
I've
I
been following
always,
Jay for quite a bit.
it's like I always told them when they asked me about doing one. I said all my life I've been sticking it to the man. I don't think I can be the man. I don't want to get. I don't think I can be the man. I like derailing. I don't think I'd like getting derailed.
You like riding in the caboose instead of being in the engine.
Yeah, I don't want to be the man.
Be the conductor instead of the engineer.
Something like that. Now, if I did a scrolling show, everybody'd be laughing at how slow I scroll and how often I go off the line, and especially with them spiral blades.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And I said, well, that's a design change. Don't worry about it. I think it looks better than that. I didn't like that line where it was.
Artistic modification.
There you go. That's a good word for it. Herb Hooper says, well, I know who to have on my show and who not to have on my show.
Which one, Herb?
Which one, Herb? You got to name names.
You open the box, you might as well spill out the contents.
I could guess.
Yeah.
It ain't the guy waving his hand, is it?
You can't see you though.
I know. That's why I put it down. I said I wasted that one.
Oh yeah.
John, are you going to bump those out of position before you glue them down?
You know he is.
Think he left us.
All right, Billy. Hold on the show. Start singing the song or something. Herb,
What, Herb? You don't
No,
think
I
we
can't.
have
No
thick
feelings.
enough skins?
No, I can't hurt no feelings. Don't worry about it, Herb. I'm all right.
I am too.
Oh, be careful, John. Don't hit that wood.
John, you going to bump those out of position before you glue them down?
No. Oh, well, technically I am. I'm not worried about it right now though. I need to get my border edge on here. So I come home with all kinds of washers and stuff in my pockets, right? So I got a variety of washers to work with.
Plenty to pick from, huh?
That big one's going to bump the letters out of the way.
No, it won't. That's why I'm holding them.
Better washers than fencing staples. Hey, John, you need some tissue?
For what?
For crying. Herb says your name on here. You don't want to hurt your feelings, though.
That's the way I took it. See there? Even Herb knows that John is the one that derails the shows.
What are you talking about?
Allo, wallo, wallo. That's why I'm assuming that's what Herb says. Man, I'm glad. I thought the thing was frozen there for a minute. Nothing was moving and no sound was made. I thought
It's
the
called
show got froze.
I was working on the side over here.
Yeah, but you weren't moving and there wasn't a sound being made. I couldn't believe it. Is it frozen?
It's called concentration.
Hmm.
Hey Russ, you ever seen that video of the C-130 landing on the carrier and taking off? The USS Forrestal?
Not that I can recall.
Oh man, you need to watch that video.
Should have said yes.
Herb, but
John,
just
why
kidding.
didn't you
It's
tell me ahead
Charles.
of time? I've seen a lot about the Forrestal, especially when it caught fire and all that.
Now, one of my C-130s, they wanted to know if they could get a big cargo plane for resupplying and stuff and be able to get them on and off the carriers.
Mm-hmm.
And they landed one of our C-130s on there, I
Wow.
don't know, half a dozen times. But I mean, they completely had to clear the deck. They had to take the arresting cables off and everything.
I'm darned. That's how they stop them. Shoot.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. The C-130 it will actually back up. They can reverse pitch the props to that degree. So they probably go in full throttle with reverse props as soon as they hit the deck.
They did it before they hit the deck. They had to, there's safeties in there that they're not supposed to be able to do that before touching down, but they had to bypass it so they could actually reverse it in air and then land.
Mm-hmm. I bet that pilot was sucking that seat pretty good.
Yeah, they had like a foot to spare from the tower off
Ooh.
one wingtip.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my butt would have chewed a hole in that seat, I guarantee you.
You ain't kidding.
I know when I was in Okinawa, those 12-inch spacings between the wingtips in one of our hangars, or one of the helo hangars, whenever we had to put a C-130 in for Typhoon,
Mhm.
that always puckered my butt whenever I was driving the tow truck.
Yeah, I watched them take off. You know, we weren't allowed to be out while they were doing flight ops. Nobody that wasn't essential could be out. But I had a couple of radar units that the antenna systems, were on the mast. So I knew how to get to where I could open a door and go out. And I watched them take off and land and stuff. And believe me, when I'm telling you, them things are screaming. They are screaming.
Oh yeah.
It is so loud that
Yeah.
you can't hardly want to go out there without ear protection because it's really loud. And they're fast. I mean, they are so fast. It's unbelievable. If you haven't seen it, it's something to see.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the fast movers. I seen the Harriers and stuff like that landing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
But-
stuff.
But yeah,
Jason said, "Hi, John."
and Herb actually said it was Charles that he didn't want on the show. Laugh out loud.
Hey, Jason, you're here a little late. You're lucky you caught me. Otherwise, you would have sent me another message saying, "Oh, I missed your show again."
I can't see the line, John.
What line?
The line you just drew with that washer.
It's right there. Do.
No, I kind of see it.
I can see it. That's all that matters.
Well, I guess that's true.
This way, you guys.
Yeah,
can't be
remember
like, "Oh,
remember that,
you're
John.
off the line."
Remember that, John.
What's
Only
that?
you can see it. As soon as the sandpaper hits it, nobody else will either.
Well, this way, you guys can't be like, "John, you're off the line there." No, I'm not.
Well, that line is crooked, so you can be anywhere on that line you wanted to
Oh,
be.
Sanding wheel will fix the rest of them.
Well, so once I get this done, then I can do the my backer edge. I think I'll just go half-inch larger than the outside edge on this anyway. Do I gotta watch all these videos, Jameson?
They're only like 5 seconds long.
No, 7 seconds, 14 seconds, 21 seconds. Come on.
All right, okay, the rest in a minute.
That's a minute and a half of my life I'm not back.
You're never gonna get it back.
I'll look at it when I'm pooping later.
Okay, that's fine because they don't need anything but just to make you laugh.
That's what I need. Relieving myself. I'll be like, oh, wonder what Jameson's up to. Let's watch these videos. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that felt good. All right.
Oh, and Mini Me, she's gonna be just like me. She's got the same metabolism. She can eat like a horse and still look like a pigeon.
I was like that too when I was young, but I grew out of it. I'm always
Yeah, yeah, you and me both. I'll be right back.
All
All
right.
right.
Yeah, see, I was thin. I was a little bitty skinny fella. I graduated high school at 130. Let's see, 130 pounds, 135 pounds.
Damn, you still
Wow,
weighed
double
more than I
that.
did.
You
Jason said he was out Christmas shopping, or he is out. Yeah, I graduated at 120. I graduated high school at 125 pounds. Come out of boot camp, 127 pounds.
That's when I started gaining in boot camp. I did. There's no getting around it. That's where it started.
Yeah. Well, how high up the list did you make it?
Up to E4.
I know I gained more weight.
E4.
I gained more weight when you burn basic training because they fed you 3 times a day and you had to freaking eat.
And you had to eat it, and you had to eat it quick and get out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a maximum of 20 minutes. So that depends on where you were in the line.
Yeah. If you're in the front, that's all right.
Yeah.
If you're the last man, you don't get but about a bite. Get moving.
We used to go to the mess hall and we had to do 20 push-ups or 20 pull-ups before we were allowed to get in the line for the mess hall. So
kidding.
you better hope anybody in front of you can freaking pull themselves up. Otherwise, you're basically not eating, which sucked because you had to
Lord
wait
have
for
mercy.
them. And you couldn't help them, but yeah, they wanted you to do teamwork, but you weren't allowed to help them at all, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know
you
very
were-
many
you-
of them that can do 20.
But you were allowed to do his pull-ups for him, though, if you wanted
Really?
to.
So
Plus
you
your
could do
own.
40. Yeah, you could do 40.
Used to be able to. I could probably do 4 now.
Yeah.
Weren't allowed to do girl push-ups either.
No.
No, and towards the end of my time, they started having the women Marines doing a lot of the same PT as we were doing. So instead of doing dead man hangs for however, I think a minute, they actually had to do pull-ups, regular pull-ups like we did.
Well, yeah, it's called equal rights, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want the same pay, you got to do the same job.
Yeah, right. I had a couple female mechanics in my shop when I was in California, and I was working night crew. And most of the time when we go out to the aircraft, if we got to go pee, all we have to do is just go inside the aircraft or around the back of the tires or something like that and go. Of course, they can't always do that, but I had this one walk all the way out to the back end of the flight line and then say, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I had to walk all the way back in to go. And then another one we had, she'd just go get a coffee cup and put it in the urinal, cut a hole in it. She did it as a filter or a funnel.
Wow.
That's called ingenuity. Now,
Yes, it
Oh, yeah.
don't, James,
Improvise
don't take this
at
the
that.
wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way.
All right.
Every time I watch TV or movies or whatever, all I hear about with the Marines is basically Delta Force and fucking undercover and fucking, oh, we're going to send you guys because you guys are the Marines, you're the elite, blah, blah, blah. You know, you're SEAL Team 6, shit like that.
Mhm.
You didn't do any of that. What the hell?
Yeah, well, we are split in half. If you really want to get the technical, I was
Like-
swinging with the wing.
Uh-huh.
You sound like you were just like working on a fucking at the airport.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much I was. I admit it.
that's. The
I mean, I
same-
still had to do the rifle range all the time, and hence that's why we have rifles on all of our insignias, is because when I was in, all Marines were riflemen first and then their occupation second.
Mhm.
So it didn't matter if they were admin clerks, they still had to be riflemen first. And
Right.
riflemen being as generic as I can get it.
Yeah, had a buddy of mine that I worked with. He was a Marine, but he was attached to the air wing, and he worked on all the ships and stuff. He didn't do all that other stuff, but he worked mainly on. He was another one of those guys that worked on helicopters.
Yeah.
And had another buddy who was in the Army, 82nd Airborne, and he worked on helicopters. Man, I said, what the hell? A lot of helicopter mechanics around here, but nobody's doing it for a living now. They all come to the post office.
No, and I kind of screwed up and not got my license to do aviation outside,
Mm-hmm.
but I had gotten burned out. And now that I look back, I'm kind of glad that things went the way they did after I left, because I wouldn't have the family I've got now.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
But you would have known what you were missing if you'd have gone that route, though. You just
no, I know it.
it goes either way.
Yep, it does. And I have my days I'm like, man, why am I doing this job when I could be making 3 times as much working on a C-130 as a civilian contractor?
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of know what you mean, because whenever I came out of the service, you know, being a radar systems technician,
Mm,
you know, I didn't take anything of that with me when I got out. It took me 7 years after I got out to go back to college. And
Well, see,
by the time I did, I talked to the guy that was over the computer electronics program, and it's a computer electronics and robotics degree. And I talked to the guy, and I gave him my background, and I told him, you know, what I used to be able to do. He gave me a little problem to work, and I said, man, I looked at that problem. I says, I know I used to tell you what that waveform looked like when it came out on the other end. And I said, now all I can do is tell you that I can tell you. Back then, I can't do it now.
right.
You're going to have to start all the way at the beginning again. So that's what I did. I started all the way at the beginning again, and went through all the way through basic electronics to solid state to digital, all that. Had to go
Yep.
the whole smear all over again. But it was fun. I had a good time doing it.
Well, my wife always nags me because of the fact that I can't fix half our vehicles that the problem's on. She goes, I thought you were a mechanic on C-130s in the Marine Corps. I'm like, yeah, there's
that's
a
not
big
the
difference.
thing.
It's not even the same.
No. She's like, you can work on.
Why can't you fix the lawnmower?
Yeah, right. Well, for one, I'm sure you all can agree. Anybody that's done anything with mechanical work. We have books for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris Nealon showed up.
Hello,
He says,
Chris.
evening all.
Hi, Chris.
He snuck in. I didn't see him pop up.
Hey, he just popped up on my screen anyways.
Yep. Like, my dad. My dad was a vehicle tech, and he was an instructor, and he used to bring all these freaking like Chilton books home all the time. Chilton books, Allison, Cummings, Cat, freaking everything, because he'd have to study them to teach them to the guys, right?
Mm.
And he could fix everything from a freaking motorcycle to a freaking. Let's just say a tank, because we don't have Abram M1s and fucking everything like that.
Right.
We got Lynx and Cougars and Leopards and shit, right? But after school, I love going down to see him at work, because we got off of school at 3:30, and he didn't finish till like 4:35, and every time they finished working on a vehicle, they'd have to go test drive them. And so we'd show up down there where he's like, "Oh, I gotta take this Leopard out for a freaking test drive. You want to go for a ride?" Yeah, fuck yeah. So we're sitting up in the freaking the officer's pit, looking out with the headset on, and everything else, and it was freaking awesome. It was awesome growing up on a military base.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that.
The city kids, I don't know, they missed all that. They don't know what it's like growing up like that.
No, it's a whole other story. Chris said he has the weekend off, but he only has to work Saturday morning. That's not quite having the weekend off, huh, Chris?
Yeah, that doesn't make good sense to me either.
Maybe he was supposed to have the whole weekend off, and then he got called in to do work on Saturday morning.
Nah. I think he's scheduled.
Like another thing about growing up in the military life is traveling too.
Yeah.
Because like I've been coast to coast Canada 3 times my entire life, and I know people that have lived in the same city their entire life and not gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris says, well, when you're the boss, you work.
Yeah.
True that.
Yep.
No, you don't. When you're the boss, you delegate work and get other people to do your work for you.
You see there, he doesn't understand that, John. The key word was delegation.
Yeah, something you learn in the military. Delegate.
Yeah.
It rolls down. It all rolls downhill.
Boom.
Yep.
Yeah, but if
All right, I got a question for you.
Right person, then you got to end up doing it yourself.
True, too.
Yeah, but you
I
wouldn't
gotta-
have to go on a Saturday. You get it on Monday.
Okay, what's your question, Jameson?
All right. Now, if you got out of the military and the wife that you married later on was, you weren't married with while you're in the military, couldn't you consider them a military spouse? I mean, not the full effect, but like my wife, I called her a Marine wife. She made decals for it and everything. Man, my brother-in-law's wife, or my brother's wife, chewed my ass. I was like, what do you do? You just got married. Like, man, what do you guys think of that?
Wait a minute. Start again. I wasn't paying attention.
All
I
right.
was
I heard
paying
some of
attention, but I didn't. There's something I missed.
I missed something.
So the wife I'm married with now, we
Yeah.
weren't married while I was in the Marine Corps.
Was you
But
together
she
with
did
her?
huh?
Were you together?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
And she did up a sticker that says, my heart belongs to a Marine, or my Marine. And my sister-in-law, she got all bent out of shape because of that, because she don't know. She tells me that my wife doesn't know anything about being a military spouse. What do you guys think?
Well, that's beside the point. She said, "My heart belongs to my Marine. Once a
Mhm.
Marine, always a Marine. Period. End of story." Which means her heart still belongs. I mean, it does belong to you.
Exactly.
You know.
And my sister-in-law has nothing to do with it because, she just got married to my brother. He's in the Air Force. So
Only thing she's considering it may be that you know the long periods of deployment
yeah,
where your brother's off and his wife ain't there, or you know something along those lines where your wife didn't get to experience that as a wife, but as possibly a girlfriend. She did just experience it as a girlfriend, possibly. Same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, true. She's not technically a military wife, but
Mhm.
she can still say my heart belongs to my Marine. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And as far as the deployments, I get that, but
That's the only thing.
and I've done more. I consider myself doing more deployments since I've been working power lines than I did 13 years in the Marine Corps.
Hmm.
Because when I first started doing power lines as a contractor, I was gone for 2 weeks, home a week. Then it was 3 weeks, home a week.
Lord, I hate
And now if I go
Right.
on storm, it could be anywhere from a week to a month and a half.
I know.
I mean, it's not
Well, that's
7 months, a year, or anything like that, like I did in the Marine Corps, but still.
Well, that's like when I was working in the oil field.
Mhm.
I'd go out on location when they reached the point where they needed my company out there, and I would be on location 24/7
Yeah.
unless they had to come out of the hole to change the drill bit. And then I got a chance to run home and take a good shower or whatever, hug the kids and pat the wife on the butt, and then back out I went.
Yeah. You were land based, Billy?
I was land based, yes.
Okay. Yeah, because we did that.
No, you stay out here.
Ocean based. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was
Stay on.
the wells I was working were usually anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours away from home, one way.
Oh, you are. Phew.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. It's bad, but it ain't as bad as it could have been.
Well, yeah, and like I said, once every couple of weeks, I might get to run home for an overnight, but that was about it.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible.
But the money was good, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
then the bottom fell out in '83, and I lost everything but my house.
Wow.
Yeah, I was fighting through it at that time myself, and I was working on again, off again. I worked at a shore base, and you know, I was a crane operator by the time I worked my way up to be a crane operator. And you know, on again, off again. I got so sick of the on again, off again that I went ahead and I took every test that came up for the post office, and the first one I got hired in on was a janitor, so I took that, and then I worked my way into being a mailman, but no more on again, off again. It was steady work. That's what I wanted.
Yep.
Shoot, Billy, in '83, I was just in first grade.
Holy crap!
And when? What year was that?
83.
83. I was in grade 6.
Well, I graduated in 74, so that tells you how old I am.
No, Shay, he's still on.
He's still alive.
You're in the chat. Come on.
I think when she gets here, he's going to put everybody live.
I'm still here, Shay.
Sweet. I don't know.
So, Shay, you either missed or have not answered our question from a little bit earlier. What time are you going live?
And are you going to go on YouTube or Facebook?
Yeah.
Had to go on Twitch. She said she missed
She
him.
said she missed it. YouTube, I hope.
Yeah, me too.
The video went away. Huh. It's on for everybody else.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is.
How do you keep up with it, Bobby?
Yeah, I just went over to the YouTube side, and it's there.
Yeah, it
So I
was
guess-
there earlier. I looked at it earlier.
It's still on.
Mhm. She's waiting for her camera to come in tomorrow from Amazon. So it depends on when she gets her camera.
You don't even have a camera yet.
You can't
That's so
schedule one
exciting.
without a camera.
You got us all excited. You're going live, and you're like, "Oh, I don't even have a camera." Dun, 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 dun.
Well, Jameson or John 1, let me know when she does, just in case I don't get a notification, or I'm out in the shop, or I'm out in the shop, and not paying attention.
I'll send you a link.
She said I can do anything with my phone. Yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
can.
Anything?
On YouTube,
All
you
right,
can't-
John. Cool,
on,
John.
you, on YouTube, you can't go live from your phone until you have X number of subscribers, and I don't remember if it's 100 or if it's 1,000.
It's not 100 because I know I was on live before I had 100. But I know that I'm pretty sure on YouTube I had to wait 24 hours once I said I was going to go live, and then before they allowed me to go live, because you had to confirm your account and everything else.
Oh, okay.
So probably on Facebook then. Ugh.
You like watching them?
She's been in here most of the night.
Oh, that was your other half.
Yeah, that was my other half.
I'm like, oh yeah, who's
I had a
Yeah, I like
voice come
watching.
on through there.
No, I don't want in there.
So there's my backer
There's
piece.
your backer. All right. That looks good.
So I got to draw a border around it.
Are you going to paint it?
No, I'm gonna stain it.
He never paints good wood.
She wants a dark walnut stain on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that would be great.
Shay said she'll play with it tomorrow, and if not, go live on Facebook.
Yeah, John, the other day or Billy, the other day when I watched Jay do a Christmas tree, he used markers to do his painting. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Wait.
Yeah,
No,
several of my
wasn't he using dyes?
Yeah, he used dyes on some of the things, but like for the real thin stripes, it looked like Sharpie markers,
Huh.
like greens and reds and stuff.
I did a Christmas tree last year, I think, and I showed where I use two or three different colors of green Sharpies to do mine.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen people use Sharpies, and sometimes it comes out pretty good.
I mean, he did use dye on the big parts, like the tree itself and that ball he had up above it.
I've seen them actually use those to paint their projects, paint their wooden projects that they make,
Yeah, I use Sharpies on a lot of stuff.
like 3D designs and stuff. There was a cat that he did a shellback turtle, and he painted it using markers, and it didn't look too bad. It looked pretty good, better than I thought it would be with using markers.
Well, I had cut a ready mix truck when I was working at the ready mix plant. I cut a puzzle out of it. It was a Albagueta pattern, and I took it to the office. And my boss, he went and painted with markers. It looks pretty good.
Shay said that's a huge ass washer, John.
That's actually not a big washer. See, technically it's an 1.5-inch washer for an 1.5-inch bolt, but it's an 1.5-inch flat washer. It 1.5-inch flat washer, 1/2-inch flat washer. It's got a 1/2-inch inside, so it's 1.5 inches on the outside, and then 1/4-inch fender washer for a 1/4 inch bolt. I was in Fairview yesterday. It's about 2 hours away, and the base bolts that were on that were they were a 3-inch nut, and I think they had an 1 3/4 inch bolt on it. So the bolts on those were probably a good 4 inches around. I should have grabbed some of those too. I know they're at work. We got lots of spare parts at work. The biggest washer I put on a base plate for a pylon sign was probably a 6-inch interior. So I think it was
Holy crap.
9-inch outside. Yeah, there was like six studs coming up through the concrete.
Wow.
It was a huge base,
Wow.
and they were expensive. I think they were like $300 for each washer. The nuts were probably $500 nuts.
And they probably took a big old torque wrench to put them on there, or a pneumatic wrench or something.
Yeah. We actually had to rent a pipe wrench for it.
Mm.
Everything's all done by hand.
Barry, you would have used one of those pneumatic impacts like they do on the big truck tires.
Shay
Shay went over to Twitch. She said, "I'm coming over to Twitch so that I can saw again."
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that on my table saw so I can get it cut down to size. Not do that tonight, and will not do that tonight. But it's 10 o'clock. Look at that.
Yeah, that's 11 here.
11 in my spot.
So I'm actually gonna say a good night, everybody. Thanks for thanks for hanging out with us, and I guess I'm late here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Well, look, dirty my face is. You know what? I gotta shave. Just wearing
Up there?
a mask all-
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's from wearing a mask all day.
better
So-
than a gas mask.
Yeah.
Janae says, I'm coming over to Twitch so I can saw again.
Shay, I'm leaving. You got to beat them kids so they stop interrupting you all the time.
I don't think that was Shay.
Yeah, it was Shay
Yeah,
on
that's
Twitch.
Shay.
Shay.
Oh, okay. She's
Yeah, that's
Janae's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over- that's her that's her handle on Twitch, so her kids don't know if she's watching them.
Oh,
That's probably what she's having to do also.
Good night,
Herb
Yeah.
says good night.
not her.
So I want to thank everybody for being on the panel. Thank you, Herb, for being on the panel for a little bit there. Larry, even though you had technical issues again. Jameson, thanks, Russ. Thanks, Billy, for being here. Everybody over in the chat. Like I said, I'm here almost every day. I'll be here on tomorrow, and I'll actually I'll cut my backer down, get it, scroll saw it out, glue all my letters up. I got them all finished, so I'll glue them all up. I'll probably have Carrie out here to stain my backer for my bear.
Not really. He's going to have her drying off that scrap wood pile.
Yeah, she's doing that too. So
Tell her to bring her hair dryer out.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, thank everybody for being here, and see you tomorrow. I don't
Hey,
know, I'm
what
not
time
sure
you
when,
starting
but
tomorrow?
Night, folks.
I'm not sure when, but it might be early. Actually, I got to go down and see the leather place. I think they open at 8 o'clock, so I'll probably be out at 9:30.
Yeah, Herb says
I'll
he's got
probably
to
be out here.
start. He's got to plan his day, so you got to tell him what time.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why
as soon as
I broke in.
as soon as I see Herb go in the morning, oh, good morning, everybody. What am I going to do today?
Yeah.
Like, Herb, I'll go to my shop. Just give me a minute, okay? All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Hey, folks.
And we'll
Night.
talk
Good night,
later.
everybody.
See ya.
Yeah, Brooklyn, you got to wave goodbye. We're not off yet.